Good morning. Good morning. This is your topic Tuesday. Make sure you take your medications. It's your med check reminder for this glorious Tuesday. I know a lot's going on in this sector, and I get it. I get it. Um, I was looking up something, y'all. How y'all doing on this glorious Monday? How's everybody doing? You having a good one? You having a bad one? How's everything going? You could let me know in the comment section below. Good morning, James. So basically, y'all, with this topic Tuesday, we have hey Miss Sincere, we have James and Ro and Brian and all that, and they're fighting right now, and they're having their little back and forths or whatnot, and then we have they say that this heat started it and blah blah blah. And I don't really know. That's what they be saying. But this is your topic Tuesday. Make sure you take your meds. This is your med check reminder. Um, hey, church lady, beautiful. How you doing? We was over here. I was sitting there watching some of the lives from this morning. We had a lot of people live this morning at the same time. So, Chad, I was trying to watch all of them at once, and sometimes I just can't keep up, no matter how hard I try. Do y'all have any specific topic that y'all want to talk about on this topic Tuesday? Because if you do, I'm gonna go ahead, and this way I won't forget like I did yesterday, y'all. Yesterday I forgot the whole time. I was just sitting up here talking, and I forgot to pin the link like I normally do. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do that this morning so I don't forget. Um, just in case somebody wants to add to the commentary. If not, that's cool. I can do it by myself. I'm cool. Uh, I just want to make sure I don't forget to do that because I totally forgot to do that yesterday. And if some weird people come up, I'm gonna tell you, you gonna get got, you gonna get throwed. You know what I'm saying? I gotta bring this up just so I have it here just in case. Now, the other day we was talking about when we was little cheering, how we got into messes and things like that. I was also watching this thing. They were talking about our music, right? And some of our music that we listened to way back in the day, it's now turning 20, 30, 40 years old. The stuff that I used to play in high school is turning 18 and 20 and 25 years old. I'm like, oh, shut up. I already know. Actually, in 2 years from now, it'll be my 20-year reunion for when I graduated high school. I know, right? See, yesterday I totally forgot to drop it. We was having a good old conversation, church lady. Uh-huh. But, good morning, Ray. Good morning. And I forgot to do it yesterday. Now, I have some topics pulled up. We were talking about the other day the Lizzie Borden, the things about Lizzie Borden. I've got that pulled up, the son of Sam. Did y'all know that they've got new stuff out on the Long Island serial killer? And when I covered the Long Island serial killer, I gotta make y'all laugh for y'all who know Long Island. I was calling Gilgo Beach Gigolo Beach, and I don't know why. Y'all know I am bad about messing up some names and messing up some stuff. I am good at that. That is one of my things. But they've had some updates on the news about the Long Island. Alleged Long Island serial killer Rex Heuermann due in court as prosecutors promise major development. Y'all, they gonna get him. They gonna get him, child. They were literally searching for a whole nother situation when they found him, right? And he had been like 20 years, 30 years. Yeah, I called it the Gigolo Beach and not the Gilgo Beach. And I've been by that beach. The sad part is, my fiance is from there, my husband, and I've literally been to that beach before and drove right by it, right? And I totally still butchered the name, like countless times in that live. I'm surprised somebody from New York didn't drop down in my comment section after the video and curse me the hell out. I'm just saying. I'm good at butchering a name now. That's something I'm good at. Um, but we try to pronunciate everything. It's just like if you ever go to Long Island, New York, and you read some of the names, or even down here, I gotta stop laughing at people who mess up names down here in the Mississippi area. Because when Matt Lompon, which he's the best weatherman in the entire universe, if you don't know, first came down here, he was from Kansas City, right? And he would butcher the names, and I would laugh. You know what I'm saying? And now I got to realize that I do the same, so I can't be laughing at him no more. I can't be laughing at him no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I should know also. Yeah, I'm used to like specific pronunciation, so I guess that's why I go with those. When we was little kids, we was taught to sound the word out. Right? And if you sound the word out, you're going to get the correct pronunciation. That's bullshit. I call bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why I call bullshit. Even if you sound out the word right, like sound it out, it still ain't right because that's not how it's said. Like, we have a road called Black Zion Road, right? But it's spelled Zion. What is Zion if you pronunciate it? It's Zion. Uh-huh. You early, girl. You early. Yeah, I started a little late this morning. I had to get my coffee in, and child, sometimes I wake up a little late. That's on me. But we have a road called Black Zion Road, right? And for the longest, I didn't know the locals actually from the area because I wasn't from up here. I was from down yonder, right? And they had to correct me because I was calling it Black Zion. Because when you think about Mount Zion Baptist Church, you know what I'm saying? That's the way it's said. So I thought Zion was Zion. No, around here, the locals call it Zion. They totally take out the O, y'all. So even if you're trying to pronunciate a word correctly, you can still mess it up because it's based on what the locals call it. Mm-hmm. So I was over here calling it Zion, like I, pronunciated correctly. No, mm-mm. And that's like Bahia, Mississippi. Do you know how many people out here messed that one up? I mean, think about all the names of Mississippi towns and how many of them you hear people mess up. Like Derrickett Road, that's one in Monroe County. It's called Derrickett, right? That's the way we say it as locals. Well, when our weatherman first came out, he said Derrickott. And that's the way it's spelled. He did pronunciate it the way it's spelled, but that's not the way it's said down here, if you get what I mean. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a visitor. I gotta see who this is. I'm still, well, I mean, you got your camera on. We're gonna be okay. How you doing today?
Not too bad. What about you?
We're just over here chilling, talking about pronunciations of words and
What
how
do you talk
they're different.
about?
Just about everything. Just topic Tuesday.
Topic Tuesday? Oh, fuck, I thought it was Wednesday there for a minute. My head's pickled.
Yeah, well, over here in the States, you're being depending on what part of the UK, it could be Wednesday, but you're in the British part, right? So it would be still Tuesday. If you was over there in
I'm in Ireland. Do you know Ireland?
yeah, Ireland. Oh, see, I messed up I'm so sorry. I just messed up your accent.
No, it's all right. Don't worry about it. It's one of them things. So, where are you from in America?
I'm from Mississippi down south in the southern state. Like when you look at the United States of America, down here by Alabama, Louisiana, Tennessee, in the south,
Yeah, yeah. Is
down
that you
yonder.
in your profile picture?
Yeah, that's me.
You have beautiful eyes. You know that?
I'm also married to, but thank you.
No, no, no. I'm just saying.
I just had to say it too. You know what I'm saying?
Just saying. Feels real cozy sitting behind this fire here, so it does.
Yeah, we have a little fire. We in our little house, we just chilling and we cozy and just having conversations.
So what all do you talk about? Like, what is the discussion? Like, how wide do the discussions go?
We talk about pretty much everything over here. True crime. We talk about
True
today we'll
crime.
yeah, we talk a lot about a lot of different things. So it can encompass pretty much any conversation. We just like to have conversations over here. I used to call my show Coffee Conversations, but we started a new thing to where Mondays is mystery mod and messy Monday. Tuesday is topic Tuesday, so the subscribers come up with the topic, or we just talk about a random topic. Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday, Thursday is True Crime Thursday, and Friday is Freaky Spooky Friday.
True crime Thursday.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. What's your channel called so I could subscribe to it there?
It is Charlie Sending Love.
What's it called?
Charlie Sending Love. Just like my name right there. Charlie Sending Love.
Oh right, yes, see your name, yes. Because I'll just do it on my phone. I love true crime stuff, you see.
Yeah, so the reason we jump around is because like I might have one subscriber who loves true crime, and they come around on Thursday, and then one subscriber who wants to talk about mental health, and that'll be a Wellness Wednesday thing, or being diabetic, or so on and so forth. Wellness Wednesday is about taking care of yourself, and then Topic Tuesday, any topic can come up. So it could be true crime, it could be what's going on in the news, it could be about like we were looking at the Lizzie Borden case, or the Son of Sam, or the Gilgo Beach, thing with the Long Island serial killer. Monday could be anywhere from talking about we are in a sector. It could be talking about the news in our sector. It could be talking about mod Monday. What it means is, like, if you're a moderator, right? Not all the times do you get a voice. So if a moderator wants to talk about, let's say I interview a moderator who wants to talk about what they go through as a moderator, right? Like what good and bad. So that could be, talking to the moderators, letting the people get to know them kind of situation, not just a blue person in the chat, it
Yes,
gives
yeah.
them a voice. And then mystery, obviously we know what all mysteries are. It could be a mystery from any topic. And so we cover a broad range of topics over here.
That's good. That's good. Good channel then.
Thank you. What's your channel name?
The General GC. So I've two at the minute. Of like one. They're both the same name, but I'll comment in the chat here.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. No, because your link. Oh shit! I hit this. Oh, what? Right, I'll do it on my phone. Oh, I need a sub. But I did just subscribe. So how long does it take?
It's just 5 minutes. I have it set at 5 minutes and that's just to keep, you do that so you can keep some of the random trolls out, and they have to subscribe.
Yeah.
They don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You want to do that if you have a channel, and there's a reason why. Will they bring traction to your channel? Yes, but at the same time, we have a lot of trolls in our sector, and I'm cool with those. They're different. I'm talking about the ones that come in trying to specifically mess up people's channels or bother them. This way, they have no choice but to subscribe, and it raises your subscriber count.
Yeah, no, I know it does. Yeah, because at the start I used to do that with my channel, so I've had trolls attack my channel. So I have. Don't have trolls.
What do y'all speak about over there on your channel?
Oh Jesus, everything and anything. The channel's mental. People argue flat out, get drunk, argue. So just mad stuff. So I'm trying to like expand my reach. The different things.
Well, you found what we consider and what we call the beef sector.
Is this the big sector?
This is the beef sector. I'm part of it. Basically, the beef sector is, there's people who may have disagreements, so they
Oh,
fight. So
yeah.
if you are used to getting drunk and fighting and, and using words over there, you might be well over here too. Just get to know
Yeah.
everybody. When new people come around, what I always tell them is don't try to jump on the links first. Get to know the people and the beefs and sit back for a moment and get to know everybody, and then you won't be like a stranger. Hey Creole, my beautiful. Hey Miss Jean. Hey Happy Life. Hey Miss Annie. Hey Miss Tiffany. Oh, your babies. My son is too old for that. I miss when he had that. Hey, Box, thank you. Um,
That Box is a subscriber of mine. He's just give you money.
well, thank you so very much.
So big up Box. What couldn't so?
I miss when my child was that age. I
Two
really do.
seconds will be just.
My son is going to be he's going to be 17 soon, so I really do miss those little young ages. They're so cute. Um Now, Happy Life, we do some like roasting gags, and then some people will drag you for your life. The drone outrage. Let me check that out, Miss Jean. What is that a thing that's going on in the news, or is that something? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. They're fixing to regulate the laws for drones. Hey, Miss Jill. So they're talking about how the drone sighting spread beyond New Jersey as officials express outrage. For weeks, residents of New Jersey and the U.S. states have reported seeing thousands of unidentified lighted drones flying overhead, a phenomenon that has sparked conspiracy theories and prompted lawmakers to demand that Biden administration explain what was behind the mysterious sightings. That might be a good one, Miss Jean, for mysteries, for the Mystery
Right.
Monday.
So I'll comment it in the chat there, and then I'll see you tomorrow for Wellness Wednesday.
Oh yes, yes. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to your channel, and
What what time do you start at tomorrow?
I usually start at 8:30 Central Standard Time, but sometimes I'll start at 9 if I wake up late. So it's anywhere between 8:30 and 9 o'clock Central
Okay.
Standard Time.
See you tomorrow.
And thank you for coming
No
over here.
problem.
And I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to your channel, and I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
drop it in the chat for you because you're trying to, as I see, get to your 1K. And
Yep.
over here, we do like to share people out. We like to, support others because us small channels, we got to stick together.
Yeah, I
You
agree. Thank
know,
you.
thank you so very much for coming
See you
over here and
later.
being a respectful, good person and not one of the crazy ones. We've had those before. They're not so nice.
No, I know. I know. I'll see you tomorrow then.
All right. Thank you. I'll see you
Okay, thank
tomorrow on
you.
Wellness
Bye.
Wednesday. Bye. That is a surprise, Miss Jean, that no one is covering it because it technically should be. Now I will say that I don't think anybody should just randomly start shooting down drones, okay? Because we don't know if they're personal use or government use or whatever. But the conspiracy behind it, you know, I know that can't be just personal people doing that. I want to look into it and see if thank you, Miss Jean, for bringing that up. I want to see if that is like government, because some people might think it might be government, and then I want to see maybe a possibility if there's a group behind it. um oh, Miss Annie said people are covering it. Miss Annie said that. um the US drone sightings, let's see what we say, what we know about the US drone sightings. I'm going to read this to y'all. I'm going to share screen so y'all can read along with me because I like to present evidence when we talk about stuff, and maybe look at we're going to look at this right here. Okay, explainer. What we know about the US drone sightings causing an online frenzy. Princeton, New Jersey, December the 16th. 4 weeks, residents of New Jersey and other U.S. states have reported seeing thousands of unidentified lighted drones flying overhead, a phenomenon that has sparked conspiracy theories and prompted lawmakers to demand that the Biden administration explain what was behind the mysterious sightings. U.S. officials have said that most of the sightings involved manned aircraft and that there is no evidence of any threat to public safety or national security. But those responses have done little to reassure anxious Americans or placate state and local officials. What are people seeing and where? Since November, hundreds of people have shared videos and photos online of bright objects in the night sky. While the majority of incidents have come in New Jersey, people in other states, including Maryland, Virginia, Massachusetts, and New York, have reported seeing what appears to be drones as well. An official told reporters on Saturday that there's been more than 5,000 reported sightings, but that fewer than 100 merit further investigation. Former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan posted a video of purported drones above his home in Davidsonville, Maryland. Though some social media users respond to at least some of the lights in his video appear to be stars in the constellation Orion. The sites have created a local social media frenzy. A Facebook group entitled New Jersey Mystery Drones, Let's Solve It, had nearly 75,000 members as of Monday, with people posting theories ranging from extraterrestrials to foreign actors. What has Biden administration said? Officials from the White House, FBI, and the Department of Homeland Security have all asserted that the objects pose no threat. In Saturday, media briefing organized by the Biden administration and FBI officials told reporters that the agency was working with 50 local, state, and federal partners to investigate, and that no evidence pointed to a large-scale drone activity. Many of the objects have been sighted along regular flight paths, that officials added. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas said in ABC, I think that's how you say it last name. Y'all don't quote me because you know that last name is it's a little weird. Said in ABC News interview on Sunday that there was no question New Jersey residents were seeing some drones. So he added that at least some of the sightings were a manned aircraft. He suggested that the increased activity could reflect a 2023 change in the Federal Aviation Administration rules to allow nighttime flying of drones. How have other officials responded? Some state officials, including New York Governor Kathy Hochul, I don't know how to say that last name, child, have called on Congress to enact stricter rules for drones while giving states wider authorities to combat drone activity. This has gone too far, Kathy said in the statement on Saturday, a day after the runways at the local airport in New York were shut down for an hour due to drones. On Sunday, Kathy posted on X that the federal government was sending a drone detection system to New York. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy wrote a letter. Y'all, we got an ad pop up. Sorry. Where was I again? Okay. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy wrote a letter to President Joe Biden on Thursday asking for more federal resources to investigate the phenomenon. President-elect Donald Trump said on Monday that the U.S. military should tell the American public about the nature of the drone sightings. The government knows what is happening, Trump told a press conference. For some reason, they don't want to comment, and I think they'd be better off saying what it is our military knows and our president knows. Who is responsible? It's not clear. Officials have said that most of the sightings were of manned aircraft, but local, state, and federal authorities are still investigating. Some lawmakers have suggested that foreign countries could be dispatching the drones. U.S. Representative Chris Smith told Fox News that a Coast Guard vessel off the New Jersey shore was trailed closely by more than a dozen drones and speculated that a foreign power could be behind the activity. He said he was asked the military to authorize the shooting down of a drone to learn more. Another congressman from New Jersey, Jeff Van Drew, said in a statement last week that drones had been spotted hovering near a nuclear plant and suggested an Iranian mothership might be responsible for the flying objects. A Defense Department spokesperson said there was no truth to that notion. Boston police arrested 2 men on Saturday after a drone was detected dangerously close to Logan International Airport, the city's police department said. Using drone monitoring technology, police were able to track the operators positioned to a nearby island where they confronted 3 individuals who fled on foot. 2 of the 3 were taken into custody and charged with trespassing, with additional charges possible. Now, that's my question on this. Are these personal? Oh, I didn't know how to do that. Jay Dizzle, was my first time. I was just playing around with it. Jay Dizzle, because I didn't know. But hey, Miss Tracy, good morning. How are you doing? They already started shooting them down, Miss Jean. And they are reportedly dropping chemtrails and making car radios malfunction. My question about this situation, is it persons doing it? Like, is it just like a group of, because, we could have a group of younger people just wanting to do drone flights together. Do you think it's possible that it could be like some foreign agency doing this to basically spy? Because they could use those as spies. Technically, they do record. You can attach GoPros to them and cameras. A lot of them already have cameras, obviously, so you can fly them, but you can also record with a lot of them. So, what if y'all have been following the drone theory? Have y'all seen them at all? Have you, what are your thought processes? Hey, PCG, my beauty, pretty chocolate girl. How you doing? Good morning. Some of them are the size of small cars. Ooh. Now, y'all do know that, now I do know this, that a lot of government agencies actually have, unmanned aircrafts and drones and such. So it could be possible as government related. It could be possible. Now, with it following a government official, that is very like, what you doing? Drone sightings. Okay, hold on. I'll pull up the drone sightings right quick. Drone sightings map. Okay, here we go. Drone sightings map. Let's see if we have a good, like, good looking. I want a good looking map, Oh, it's mostly around the eastern seaboard, isn't it? Interesting. It's mostly what I'm seeing here. Looks like let's see, this one's on Newsweek, so this one should be pretty good. Let's see if we can find I want to find a really good map. Not just, a half baked map. I'm getting all kind of pop-ups right now. I'm sorry, y'all. It's taking me a minute to where I can share this. All right, let me screen share and present. Oh, it's not government related. Okay. That is kind of scary then at the same time. Because that would mean that that could be, I'm hoping it's just some people playing around, but let's see what this says.
Where there was a helicopter that chased a drone away from Trump's national golf course. But I think also you see a lot of sightings that are actually small planes, and sometimes when it looks as if it's hovering over you, the plane, it's because it's coming at you. I don't think we have to worry. What's frustrating is to have the government say, well, there's no problem. We don't know what it is. That's not a satisfying answer. Right. We need better from the government.
Now let me, I'm trying to pull up different things. There's oh, here we go. Oh, let me pause that, y'all. It's gonna play automatic if I don't. Let me go over here to, I'm trying to find like I could look on my images probably and find it. So far it's saying, the 8 states that have witnessed the car-sized drones is New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Nevada, and California. And I'm going to say this just retrospectively for my smart people. If you were a foreign government, right? Or you were trying to start a war with the United States, where are you going to hit first? Why haven't we seen any down south? Well, if they were down south, we know they're going to get shot down. Just saying. They're going to get pow-powed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the hood table, love. Because, but if you're a foreign agency looking into the United States, you're going to go for New York, New Jersey. You're going to go for California, Washington, Maryland area. You know what I'm saying? You're going for the big places. I'm just saying those are the places that hold our government. Those are the places that hold, more power in the United States of America. So I'm hoping this isn't like a terrorist related thing. Okay. In the the video. Okay. Let me look up the video right quick, for that. Let's see if we can find. Oh, here's one from CNN. Let's look at this one. Drone detection system sent to New Jersey, according to mystery drone sightings continue in New Jersey across. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay, here we go. I think I found the video that you're wanting to watch, Miss Jean. I hopefully did. So we're gonna play that and look at it. Let's see here. Let me share this tab instead. Obviously this is an ad, they always pop up ads. So we gotta wait for the ad to go by. Hopefully this is the video that you were talking about, Miss Jean. You know how that goes. There's like 50,000 videos on a situation when it happens. Waiting for the ad. Y'all ads be getting me. I swear to God, and oh, here we go.
Those mysterious drone sightings continue across the Northeast. Sightings have been reported in Virginia, New York, Connecticut, and beyond.
That's a big drone.
President-elect's incoming national security advisor says people deserve answers at this point. The FBI and others are now asking the public for help and to not take matters into their own hands. What does that mean? Rona Tarrant is here with me in Studio 57 to answer these questions. She's the executive editor of our CBS News Confirm unit. So, Rona, a lot of people are wondering what this is. Lawmakers are demanding answers. Some of them have actually spotted the drones from their own houses, or former lawmakers. People want to know what's going on. Have we gotten any answers?
The short answer is no. So we know the FBI, we know that Homeland Security, state police, they're all investigating. And they've said a few things that they've ruled out at this point. Number one, they don't think that it's a foreign government.
Okay.
They don't think that it's a national security threat. And they don't think it's a threat to public safety. But there are a lot of other answers that we don't have right now, which is how many of these drones are actually operating, where are they coming from, and who's behind them. So we've seen New Jersey governor, he's been out, he's been showing people that, look, we are trying to get answers. Kathy Hochul of New York has also said that we're getting drone detection systems here in New York. So there are people looking for answers, but unfortunately, into that void has filled a lot of speculation, particularly
online. And we don't even know if the same parties are behind this multi-state phenomenon.
Yeah, and people don't know. And I think there's sort of two things they're talking about, people taking it into their own hands. Yeah. Number one, online, there's just a huge amount of speculation. So there's one Facebook group that we've been part of for the last few weeks. It's grown to 73,000 members. People are going out with their phones and they are trying to figure out, they're trying to say, okay, let's figure this out together. And also New Jersey Senator Andy Kim actually went out with police on Thursday, had this very long thread where he said, I went out with some of these people who are going out in their cars and they're trying to spot these things. He went out with police. But he actually said after the fact that he believed that most of what he had seen that evening that they thought were drones were actually planes. So a lot of people are looking to the skies and they're reporting things. Now, in one of the groups, I did see one video where a woman said, oh my God, I've just seen one over my house. Sounds like a plane and it actually looks like a plane. And people in the comments were saying, probably is a plane.
Okay, so that's the harm in people going out and trying to figure out what it is that not all of us have trained drone spotting eyes.
Right. And people are sharing like unrelated videos. There was one video as well that went viral last week, and it was which allegedly showed a drone shooting at the ground. Now, we looked into this video. We actually traced it back. It is a video from last week, but it's from a military base in New Jersey. And it was actually a training exercise. So there's all sorts of misinformation and unfounded theories that are going around out there.
Did y'all just hear what they said?
In some of these groups, people are suggesting shooting down the drones. That's another way of people trying to take this into their own hands. That is a federal crime.
Okay.
Did you hear what they just said? That they showed a video of a drone shooting at the ground? Shooting at the ground. A drone, right, from a U.S. military base. That lady just misspoke, y'all. If y'all heard that. Did y'all hear that? Because I know I heard that. Let's listen on right quick.
So there are legal consequences for people who want to do that.
But Rona, at the end of the day, there are some drones, right? I mean, people aren't just imagining this.
100%. Okay. So this is not something that people are, questioning. What they're looking into is how many of them, where are they coming from, and who is behind them. Now, there's no doubt about it at all. We just don't know the answers, and people are looking to the skies and coming up with all sorts of theories.
All right. Keep us posted. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and play this video right here that I found. Where was it? Right here. I got to make sure I got the right page right quick about the drones, because there's more out there. Let me exit off this. Y'all know I keep getting these things. Let me get this right quick for this video, and we're going to play this one right quick. I'm gonna because that way we can get a little more insight. I'm trying to, where's the video? Okay, there it is. All right, we're gonna play this video right here so we can get more information. Oh, let me share this tab instead. Oh, we got an ad, y'all.
Nothing makes a gathering great.
Give me just a second. This ad's going through. I'm trying to find the one with the chemtrail right quick so y'all can see that. I'm on the instance that this may be quite a few things going on at one time. And I think that's why it seems so crazy. We got like 4 seconds of this, and then I'm going to mute up. We're going to watch this video right quick.
It's drones flying over New Jersey, New York, and other parts of the eastern seaboard. The FBI, Homeland Security, and state and local police all investigating. A lot of agencies, but few answers for anxious and inquisitive residents. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy among those drone hunting over the weekend. Our Tony Yates spoke with the governor today about whether officials are any closer to figuring out what's going on. She's live this evening in Trenton. Tony?
And Sandra, you know what? That would actually be some breaking news, wouldn't it? That they would actually come out and say something more than what they've been saying over these past few days. Now, New Jersey has on loan right now from the federal government 3 state-of-the-art drone detection devices that'll be moved to different locations around the state in the coming days.
There may be suspicious activity out there as we stand here today, but there is little to no evidence of that right now.
Governor Murphy released these photos from last night of his visits with an FBI team at Naval Weapons Station Earl and his stop at the Regional Operations and Intelligence Center for New Jersey State Police. The 3 detection systems on loan from the feds were clicked on overnight, and
based on what we're seeing right now, and admittedly last night was bad weather, and weather is a factor here, but 2 nights ago, the sightings that were that people thought were at least remotely credible were also down meaningfully. I think it was 12, Tim will correct me, 12 Saturday night, 1 last night. Is it possible there's still some activity out there that's quote unquote suspicious? They are not seeing much, if any, of that right now.
Over the weekend, more briefings from elected officials weighing in on recent unusual sightings along the coast of New Jersey.
The federal government to just shun this away is unreasonable, quite frankly, unacceptable.
Today, Governor Murphy says he's still asking the Biden administration for federal intervention and answers as each update essentially fails to shed any more light on what may or may not be happening in our skies in the darkness.
There is zero evidence, with all due respect, that somebody's hiding the pee here. that the federal government or our military or somebody knows what's going on here and they're not admitting to it. I see zero evidence of that. So I would just like to debunk. There's a lot of conspiracy theories out there right now. Let's put that one with the Iranians off to the side.
So those drone detection devices also came with the expert personnel who know how to operate them. The governor did not go into specifics about exactly what they do, but he says the one thing that they know is that they will not be shooting drones out of the sky. For now, we're live here in Trenton, New Jersey. Tony Yates, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, a good point. Thank you, Tony. Across the Hudson in New York, Governor Hochul announcing yesterday the state will receive a drone detection.
Here's my thing about this. Some of those were not drones that they just showed. Those were actually planes. And you can tell the difference with the light systems, right? And I'm going to say, you know, I would pay attention right now to this because, I mean, until, and it's kind of funny that the government already had drone detection systems, already had them. You know, I'm going to look up the chemtrail that you wanted to see, Miss Jean, because to me, that would be more, you know, crazy, because think about it like this. Okay. What is the number one way to take down a place? Yeah, those are not drones. Drones aren't going to be in the air for that matter. And you saw how big they were. And the way the light system was, that looks like, you know, those, have you ever seen, I don't know, let me see if I can look this up and show it to you right quick. Because they do have drone planes. I don't know if y'all know that, but actual like planes, like the government does this. These are what they look like. Some of those, in my opinion, kind of look like these. The actual big, and they're unmanned aircrafts. They're basically, see, this is one of the things that if I'd been able to go into the military, I would have loved to have been to do. Oh, it stopped showing it. Hold on, let me go over here and show y'all this. I accidentally pressed stop sharing instead of sharing, so that's on me. Not, you know, sorry about that, guys. Let me go ahead and present. And I'm going to show y'all what they look like. Have y'all ever seen them? The government came up with these a few years ago. The drone planes that they actually have. And the military actually does these. You see how they look? They look like actual airplanes. But they're smaller and they're not crafted, so they don't have like you know, a person on the inside. Those are actually aircrafted through like another place. Like you're in Jersey, but you're sitting in a compound and you're on like a video game system, right? And it's just kind of like the drones that you play with, the little ones, but imagine it on a larger scale. They actually do have these, you know, and here's the thing. When you're in the areas that you're seeing these things pop up, there are, you know, military bases not far from there. So I'm not sure, possibly. See these right here, world's first manned acrobatic drone. You see how big that is? They were saying it was as big as a car, right? You know, some of these, and they said some of them look like aircrafts. They look like airplanes, like small airplanes. That's what these look like. They do have, you know, these drones that they're starting to test so that, you know, when the military uses them, you know, they don't have to worry about a human being on the inside of the plane. You see the size of it relative to a human, right? These are some of the first ones that they've been testing a lot of different drones within the military. So I'm wondering, and you know, I'm wondering, in my opinion, if some of these are the drones that we're seeing that the military is actually just flying around and seeing how it goes. And why they're not telling the people and freaking the people out, I don't know, because you know, it would be very simple to tell the American people, hey, you know, we're doing some exercises so that we can get better, you know, to protect you, and it wouldn't drive the public crazy. I understand they have a lot of things that are what do you call that? We're not supposed to know, and no one outside the military is supposed to know. But this would like really make more sense to tell the people if this is the truth. But they are supposed to be, you know, some of these are real. I don't know if some of them, that obviously looks fake. But they do actually have drone sized planes now that are unmanned. They just have a person pretty much in a room doing it like you would the mini drones that we have as kids, right? Or we have for children now. But they actually have military style ones. And they're testing more on those. So, I mean, yes, classified. Thank you, Javius. Thank you, Javius. I don't know why classified was not coming to my mind, but they do have a lot of classified things they may not be able to tell us, but they could make sure that, you know, basically to tell people. And you're right about that, Gene. It may be too cold for some things, especially in where y'all live up there, but you got to think also, depending on how high you are in the sky, also depends on the temperature change. Sometimes if you go above the cloud coverage, it's actually warmer. So I don't know. We would have to look at what temperatures y'all are at right now in y'all's area or in that area. Because I don't know exactly where you're at, Miss Jean. But you know, and see what it would be at a certain temp and height. But if you think if airplanes can go, then these should be able to go. These aren't regular drones, right? They're not regular drones. They're actually aircrafts that are unmanned. And they're bigger than the drones that we play with, you know, and we can get at the store. That's why I say some of these may actually be the military, because they do have these. And I don't know if a lot of people know that, you know, instantly they do have drones that are airplanes and they are real. In fact, there was a mission not too long ago in the U.S. government. And this was public knowledge, or else obviously I would not know about it because I'm not military. They literally went in and bombed a place with the drone aircraft. They have went in and did recognizance and did scouting with these, you know, and recordings. And I hope it's our U.S. military doing this. Jasco, cover up the truth. Okay. I'll see if I can pull that up right quick. I don't know if I'll be able to play that. If you know, because that would be, I mean, Fair Use sometimes covers that, but he could technically strike my channel if he so chose to, because he is a YouTuber. But let me look at his information right quick, and see if he allows. I mean, you can play it from the okay, there is let's see. Jasco. I see who you're talking about. I'm going to play the video. They are morphing into drone-like objects, but I am going to make sure right quick that I present screen. This right here is under the copyright disclaimer of Section 107, Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Right now, we are news reporting and scholarshiping on these drone sightings, and so therefore we are going to see what this person says about the drone sightings. Let me make sure I have it pulled up correctly. And I am going to look up the chemtrail one, to see if we can find, a video about the chemtrails. Let me exit off of some of this stuff so I don't have as much on my screen. And look, where did I pull up? I did have something. There it is. Here we go. We're going to pull up this, share this tab instead, and we're going to play this from the Microsoft Bing website.
Something's going on. What is that next to it?
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct? That's right. It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
He is spraying the sky again. Bro, this is crazy, man.
Some of the FBI agents that have been assigned to look into this have reported drones flying over their home.
You can't turn on the TV or even scroll through social media these days without seeing headlines about the mysterious drones flying over New Jersey. But what's really going on? Are they government operated? Are they operated by other countries? Is it Project Bluebeam? Aliens? I honestly don't know, but the thing that I do know is that this is not a conspiracy, guys. This is as real as it gets. In this video, we're going to be diving deep in the strange phenomena of the New Jersey drones. From the theories to the facts and everything in between, we're going to be covering it all. If you could do me a favor, please leave a like on this video and also subscribe to this channel, because by the time you are watching this, I will be on the road to New Jersey to film and live stream in many hotspots where these drones have been sighted, and also some crash sites where these drones have fallen. And yeah, you guys do not want to miss that. So make sure you guys are subscribed. And please comment your thoughts and theories down in the comment section below. I'm genuinely curious as to what you guys think. I mean, this is probably the craziest event of the year. I mean, 2024 has been crazy in itself, but this definitely takes the cake. So yeah, I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. Let me know down below. So the first thing that I wanted to take a look at with you guys was the most recent Pentagon response to everything. This is crazy.
These are not U.S. military drones. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct? That's right. It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
From the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water.
Okay, so that's a lot to uncover really quick. No one has any idea what these drones are, but there's so much attention surrounding it where it almost feels like there's such a cover-up happening. And I don't know. That's why I'm genuinely, like, I'm so torn on this entire situation, right? Because now, at this very moment, there are many people out there in New Jersey, and actually many states neighboring New Jersey, doing their own sort of investigating, flying up their own drones and all sorts of things. But these drones that are in the sky, these unknown ones, the UAPs and UFOs, they're different. Just to put it in perspective, up here on the Northeast, it's very cold right now. And, you know, a $2,000 drone that you can go and buy at Best Buy could last about 45 minutes in the air. But these drones that you see flying in New Jersey, for example, people claim are the size of small cars. And not only that, but they're in the air for several hours, some even saying 6 to 8 hours. I don't know. But also, if you don't know what it is, why isn't anyone investigating this? Why, when, you know, eventually what goes up must come down, right? So why aren't the police there just like, we'll just wait till it comes down and then we'll let everyone know what it is, to stop the mass panic, to stop the mass hysteria? That's my whole thing on this, is they're not helping in the sort of like the panic surrounding this. Like I said, you can't turn on TV or look at social media without seeing something surrounding this. Like I saw a picture of Aaron Rodgers today that was posted on Bleacher Report. He was just going through it on the bench, and the top comment was, he's just thinking about the drones. You know, like this is everywhere. It's taking over everything. But yeah, let's get back to this video.
6-foot drones that are somehow evading our detection. They are not being detected.
They're saying no threat, but how the hell do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know what it is. They don't know where it come from. They don't know nothing.
They know that they can't track them. They know that they don't emit a signal. They know that they can't see them when they turn their lights out. They also indicated that they don't know where they come from. They don't know where they go to.
One family claims they followed a drone in their car, and while it hovered above them, the clock in their car changed times.
Some of the FBI agents that have been assigned to look into this have reported drones flying over their home.
It's right here over Picatinny. There was a drone just hanging out. I put my drone up in the air and went towards it. I had full battery life. Not 3 minutes into the flight, I lost control of the drone. Warning on my screen, lost control, and my drone started going down dead.
These are fully charged batteries. It's 2 batteries that have died within seconds, and the drone went up and like a couple feet off the table, and then came right back down.
Okay, you see it? You see how it goes? See how it goes? And then it becomes a spacecraft or aircraft or whatever you want to call it.
What the fuck is that, bro? Did it just get smaller?
What is that?
Bro, what?
Above the ocean, and it was low, very low, but so bright and so clear, and it was huge. Like when you...
I'm concerned. I issued a letter to ask for more information, and I think there should be a lot more transparency about that.
Can you make
Yes.
sense? Because I think people in New York and New Jersey see drones the size of an SUV over their house every night and think that that doesn't make any sense.
I understand why people would be looking at this and being concerned about it. We're concerned about it too, which is why we have the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI. My goodness, looking at this, and we're taking it seriously.
Now, I'm glad that they're saying that they're taking it seriously, because what that lady just said is very true. It is alarming, having these sorts of aircrafts above your own house, the size of cars, every single night. It's alarming. And I would hope that, the Homeland Security and FBI would be taking it seriously, because it just doesn't, it's so strange. But, it's also really strange to me. This happens in like every single scenario involving this. It almost is as if like every single video that is recorded of everything in the sky is recorded with a flip phone. Guys, everyone has one of these. What are we doing? But I also want to mention a lot of people are also having issues with their own drones. Like I said earlier, a lot of people are out there in Jersey right now attempting to fly their own drones and take matters into their own hands, if you will. Well, I've invested thousands of dollars into drones for some of the videos that I filmed in the past. And if you take it to an area that is a no-fly zone, for example, close to a military area or just areas you're not allowed to film in, sometimes the drone literally won't get off the ground. It might for like a foot and then come back down. It's not allowed to fly there. So these drones that are in the sky, they're able to bypass that, no problem at all, which raises a lot of eyebrows. You get what I mean, guys? Do you understand why there's so much craze surrounding this? Because I get it. At first, I didn't. I've been dealing with COVID and pneumonia the past 2 weeks. It's on the outs right now, but I've done a lot of research on this. And at first, I'm just like, okay, this is another alien sighting or something like that. But no, this goes a lot deeper. This started back in Thanksgiving. We're in mid-December right now, and it's picking up more now than ever. This is insane. Genuinely insane. Let me know what you guys think. And like I mentioned, this has been going on for over 2 weeks now, and there are still sightings happening at this very moment. Like literally, this next video that I'm going to show you has been recorded an hour ago at the time of me recording this. This is insane. Take a look at this.
What the fuck is that?
What the hell?
Okay, something's going on. Something's going on.
I mean, look at the shape of that.
What is that next to it?
Yeah, and the thing next to it too.
What the fuck? A part of me is starting to maybe think like that red drone is someone's drone. Like someone here putting it up like police or something like that. And the one above it is the unidentified drones. I don't know. That's not accurate. I am just saying my theory because that red drone is really low. It's kind of weird. And oh my God, look at that one going.
It just flies away like that. That's so weird. That is bright as all hell too. I don't know. So her theory is that the red one is someone else's drone, like a civilian drone, while as the white light in the sky is just is the UAP, for example. I actually don't know here because you could almost argue that it's either or it's both, or it's neither. You know what I mean? But this is so strange because if you look in the beginning of the video, you can see that they're on some sort of like patio or back porch, front porch kind of thing. This is happening literally above people's houses, and that's scary. I honestly can't imagine that, like having my family in a house and then I have a car-sized aircraft above my house, just like, yeah, we don't know what it is though. Should be fine. Yeah, no, I'd want answers too. I mean, hell, I'm not too far from Jersey. I'm from upstate New York, and we've actually had sightings in this general area as well. Not as much as New Jersey, but hell, man, I don't know. I feel like there's not enough happening on the US side of things. And that's what kind of messes with me a bit because I'm not trying to be a tinfoil hat person right now and say, oh, yeah, it's 100% Project Bluebeam, or, you know, it very well could be. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just torn on exactly. I don't know, man. I feel like there's definitely some sort of cover up happening. We'll get into that a little bit later because I have my own theories on things, but we'll get into that in just a sec. So these drones have been going on for a while, but something new that has kind of popped in recently are these orbs in the sky. And this is very strange to me because a lot of people have been recording these, and some people have even been zooming in with very nice lenses on their cameras, or even have these phones with 200 zoom, whatever. And it genuinely just looks like a ball of plasma. It genuinely just, it's so strange. A lot of people are saying it looks like some sort of portal in the sky, or I don't know. I want to show you this video and I want to hear your opinion on this because this is something that I can't even put into words. I can attempt to describe the drones like, okay, yeah, it's an aircraft in the sky and, you know, we just don't have the answers yet. Hopefully we will. But these orbs, I don't know if we'll ever have an answer to this. I don't know. Take a look. That's so weird. Yeah, look how much this guy's zooming in.
Let's see if I can zoom in more. I know I can, but my fingers don't work. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. There we go. Let's see if I can zoom in.
Like it genuinely looks like a ball of like electricity plasma.
That's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool. Scary as hell though, when you don't know where it's coming from.
Can you talk to me? Can you hear me? Jesus loves me. Oh, you know Jesus.
Oh, look at it tweaking out now.
Jesus. Jesus is awesome, isn't he?
Wow. Look at that.
Yes, he is. God is good.
It's almost like responding to what they're saying.
God is good. God is good.
That's so strange. I don't know. I'm pretty torn on this. The thing is, a lot of people have been seeing these like all over and from different angles and different like methods, I guess. For example, this next video, was someone seeing the exact same thing, but from a plane. Like, how do you describe that, guys? I don't know. Like, look at that. This one has a little bit more color to it. There's like red and green, it looks like, on the sides. I don't know. And I get it. Like, I get why people are saying that it looks like a portal, because this one in particular looks like there's something glowing in the center, but then there's still like that sort of electricity plasma kind of thing on the outside. Dude, that is so strange. And this is something that has been picking up recently. A lot of people have been seeing this. Some people have even been seeing it coming out of like water, the ocean and stuff. That's, guys, I don't know. I genuinely feel like we're living some sort of like horror movie right now. You know, like some end of the world type of shit. I'm not trying to scare anybody, guys. It's giving me those sort of vibes. You know what I mean? Like the signs that we're getting right now are just crazy. But if you have any sort of information about these drones, these orbs, as a matter of fact, if you've even seen these yourself, you've got pictures, videos, please let me know down in the comment section below. I'd love to see them, maybe even share them in a future video. That's crazy. So the next thing I wanted to cover is people claiming that these drones are spraying things into the air. Now, before you make a comment on this, because trust me, guys, I was probably on the same boat as you guys are at this very moment, but please watch this video first, listen to the information, and then make your comment, because it kind of changes everything. And trust me, this is wild. This isn't your ordinary, chemtrail or something like that. This is something different.
Look at this motherfucker. Look at him spraying. Look at that. Look at that.
A lot of people have been seeing this, by the way.
He is spraying the sky again. Bro, this is fucking crazy, man. Look at this guy.
That's crazy.
They're spraying the skies.
And that does not look like a plane. That does not look like a jet. That doesn't look like your ordinary aircraft, if you will. And there's several of them in the sky, as you can see. Like, this is crazy. Over people's houses.
Look, he just sprayed that. This guy. This guy just sprayed that.
Once again, I have some more information about this, because a lot of people have also been commenting and saying things along the lines of like, okay, this is either a jet, a plane, and these are contrails or chemtrails, and that's that, move on. That's the only explanation. It gets weirder than that. There are several recordings of this exact same UAP spraying this into the sky, and even all over New Jersey and neighboring states doing the same thing. But people claim that we're recording the videos that this aircraft did not appear on apps or websites like Flight Radar. So this aircraft was undetectable, one, and two, it's not owned by us. Or if it is, no one knows what the hell it is. But I'm genuinely curious. If there's a simple explanation to this, please, I'd love to know it, because like I said, I was on one side and then now I'm on the other, but very open to hearing what you guys think down in the comment section below. And now, the biggest topic that has popped up recently, and a lot of people are actually siding with at this point, and they're claiming that this has to be what it is Project Bluebeam. For those who don't know, Project Bluebeam is a theory that alleges a secret government plan to use advanced technology to create a series of false events, including the appearance of a new messiah or alien invasion, in order to establish a new world order. Now, I know how crazy that sounds, but if you really look at certain events in the world and, you look at things like this, and then you kind of look at how the government responds to it, it definitely plays into people's hands that very well believe in Project Bluebeam. And hell, I don't know if I 100% do, but I'm almost kind of like, you know what? Keep feeding me more information because this is kind of making sense now, if you know what I mean. But take a look at this video that'll basically explain everything about that and this in general.
I walked out because it was worthless. It was the biggest amateur hour presentation I've ever seen about anything. Okay, it was ridiculous. There were no answers. Every question that was asked by a member of the state legislature, great questions, no answers, no resolution. They don't know where the drones are coming from. They don't know who's doing it. They don't know why they're doing it, but they say there's no credible threat. It was.
If you saw in the earlier video of this video that you're watching right now, this guy was actually in one of the briefings. He participated in it, and now he's talking about just basically how there is no response to anything, and this is all just kind of just like not making sense, basically, because there are, I don't know. I almost feel as if, how many red flags do there need to be before alarm bells start ringing in everyone's heads? Like, okay. And now this gentleman right here, who is a New Jersey lawmaker, is also very upset. And obviously, you can tell how passionate he is about this because this isn't something small, guys. This is huge.
They don't know where the drones are coming from. They don't know who's doing it. They don't know why they're doing it, but they say there's no credible threat. It was annoying to be there. I drove 2 hours to be here today, spent an hour in there. I got to drive 2 hours back. The biggest waste of 5 hours in my entire life.
So why do you think they
like
called
this
this meeting?
No idea. Why would you call a meeting and tell people you don't know anything? I have no idea. And then when the legislators were asked questions, there were no answers. Here's the most frustrating part. The colonel of the state police said that he had a helicopter of his flying over above one of these drones, a 6-foot drone or something. I can't remember exactly what he said. And he felt unsafe for his helicopter, so he just let it go. Just let it go. But where'd it go? Who knows? Didn't want to follow it because he didn't feel safe. Is that not the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? I mean, honestly.
Do they have any idea where these drones are originating?
No, they don't. They would. Maybe if they followed that sucker to when it landed, they would.
Right.
Know, but they don't.
This guy's a genius.
This is a complete lack of effort, in my opinion, on trying to figure this out. This is not about ability. We have the technology. We have the people. We have the training. We have the resources. We have the money. It's just a lack of effort. I mean,
Why?
I don't know. They should be saying, you know what they should have done today with productive use of our time if they didn't know anything? Come in there and say, hey, legislators, we don't know anything. But if you get us these 10 things, do these 10 things for us, and the governor calls in this kind of action, we can figure it out. Will you help us? And then we would have helped them. But instead, it was just excuse after excuse, and we know nothing. It was infuriating, and I got up and I walked out.
You've been in the service, right?
Yeah, I was an attack helicopter pilot, Apache helicopter pilot in the Army, and I helped stand up the initial unmanned aircraft training battalion in the aviation sector of the Army. So I know a little bit about what I'm talking about, and these guys are not doing the job they need to do to figure out what's going on, and that is the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, and the state police.
And they're saying no threat to Americans.
They're saying no threat, but how the hell do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know what it is. They don't know where it come from. They don't know nothing. When I walked in here today, I was actually pretty calm. I was excited to be here to find out a couple things. I thought they'd be like, hey, listen, it's FedEx trying to figure out. But instead, I got the most ridiculous amateur hour briefing I've ever sat through.
First off, I love this guy. I love this guy's energy. I really do feel for him and everyone else who has to go through what he did. A complete waste of their time, a complete waste of resources, and just, yeah, we don't know, guys. Take care. Okay. And when you hear that, the colonel was flying his own helicopter, he's right above one of these drones, and instead of, I don't know, maybe recording something, taking a couple photos, he feels unsafe for his own helicopter, so he leaves. And he felt unsafe enough to not figure out what it was because he had no idea what. So this is so weird to me. And this is why a lot of people are leaning towards the Project Bluebeam side of things, because it's like, okay, when you don't really get an answer from people who are supposed to be giving you the answers, it kind of just throws a massive question mark at literally everything you're thinking about, and it doesn't help. So guys, yeah, let me know what you think about Project Bluebeam in itself. Do you believe in Project Bluebeam? Do you think this is Project Bluebeam going on right now? Let me know. Now, here's the thing. There are many people in New Jersey right now investigating on their own and, doing their own sorts of research. Now, and actually, I was supposed to be in New Jersey yesterday filming with my friend Omar. He's been making videos about this entire New Jersey drone topic, so make sure to go check out his channel and check out his videos because they're crazy, and he's really going in depth. He's actually investing a lot of money into some high-quality equipment that should be able to see these drones a lot better, and he's really taking matters into his own hands. So make sure to go check that out. But pneumonia is a bitch. It's on its way out. But anywho, a lot of people who have actually been going and using their own drones and sending them into the sky have been getting in a lot of trouble for this. Obviously, it depends on where you use these drones because there are some no-fly areas, military areas, stuff like that. But it's just crazy to me how there is almost more response from authority to civilian drones versus the unknown UFOs in the sky. This is crazy. I mean, just take a look at this video, for example.
Welcome back into Live Now from Fox as we continue to track all of the latest. I want to bring you some breaking news in regards to some of these mysterious drone sightings that we have been seeing across the country. Taking a look here at a tweet from the Boston Police Department, they say this: 2 suspects arrested following hazardous drone operation in Long Island. Now, we do have a part of the statement here from the Boston Police Department as we just got this news just a little while ago. And it says this: on December 14th, 2024, at approximately 10:22 p.m., officers from the Boston Police Harbor Patrol Unit arrested 2 individuals identified as 42-year-old Robert Duffy of Charlestown and 32-year-old Jeremy Folkick of Bridgewater, Massachusetts. The arrests were made on Long Island, part of the Boston Harbor Islands, following a hazardous drone operation near Logan Airport's airspace. Both suspects face charges of trespassing with additional fines or charges potentially forthcoming. Now, that is just a part of the statement in the press release that was just given out by the Boston Police Department. A Live Now look. So Boston Police continues to say the incident began early that evening at 4:30 p.m. when a Boston police officer specializing in real-time crime surveillance detected an unmanned aircraft system operating dangerously close to Logan International Airport. Leveraging advanced UAS monitoring technology, the officer identified the drone's location, altitude, flight history, and the operator's position on Long Island. Recognizing the series.
Okay, so they could do all that. They could look at people's drones, who's flying them, where they're flying from, the flight pattern, everything like that, and then make these arrests, right? Now, yes, I agree. You should not be flying drones over airports where actual aircraft is flying in and out, transporting civilians and stuff like that. That's a big no-no. However, if they can do that for ordinary drones, you're telling me that, by the way, this is a Boston police officer that works in surveillance. You're telling me that not even the FBI or anybody can do that for these UAPs? Do you see where people's heads are at? Because, you could easily just be like, well, they're unknown. No one knows. No, guys, they're not putting the effort into this. Like I mentioned earlier, these drones will be in the sky for 4 to 6 hours, for example. And then, they obviously have to land. What goes up must come down. They're just not tracking it. They're not going towards where it's landing and figuring it out. Stop putting an end to all this mass hysteria, right? But there has been crash sites. There has been several areas where some of these drones have fallen. But every single time that the police goes to investigate it, nothing comes out. I don't know, guys. I truly don't understand. This is so weird to me. But, let's just listen to what else they have to say.
Risks posed by the drone's proximity to Logan's airspace. Additional resources were mobilized. The Boston Police Department coordinated with Homeland Security, the Massachusetts State Police, the Joint Terrorism Task Force, the Federal Communications Commission, and Logan Airport Air Traffic Control to address the situation. Members of the Boston Police Harbor Patrol Unit were dispatched to Long Island and located 3 individuals inside the decommissioned Long Island Health Campus. Upon attempting to make contact, the suspects fled on foot. 2 of the 3 individuals were apprehended and identified as Duffy and Folkick.
Guys, I don't know. like I said, I'm so torn about this entire situation. I've been doing a lot of research into this. And as a matter of fact, this is my second video that I filmed on this matter. And just like I did in this video, I will ask you guys again, please leave your thoughts and theories down in the comment section below. It helps a lot, believe it or not. Like, there were many people in the comments letting me know that they have pictures, videos, or even links to additional information surrounding this whole New Jersey drone situation. And another thing too, a lot of people in the comments were also claiming that they seen these drones with their own eyes, and some even had proof. But what was also really strange to me was a lot of people were claiming to have seen these drones in recent time all over the country. Some people from North Carolina, some people from Colorado, some even from Indiana. But the strangest part about everything was it wasn't just from our country. There were people commenting from countries like Argentina and Brazil. There were comments in literal Portuguese or Spanish that obviously Google helps out with the auto translate, and they were also saying, hey, we see these drones in our skies too. So this is just so crazy to me because we're only getting a sample size of this like on our side of social media, but there's a lot going on that we aren't even like really seeing. And that's why I'm so very grateful for you guys, because you're almost opening like new doors for us, and we're able to continue making these videos and showcase some of the things that you guys have seen and encountered. So please, if you have any more information that you'd like to share or even see in a future video, please let me know. We've even had retired police officers and air marshals chime in the comments, and a lot of them have stated that the military would never violate airspace in restricted areas. So what you are seeing in the sky has no correlation to the military at all, which kind of throws a massive question mark at a lot of people's theories, because some people are like, okay, it is the government, it is the US military, they're just covering something up. I do think that there's a massive cover-up going on. I don't really know what the hell is going on. And like I said, guys, we just had a public murder. We literally just had a guy named Luigi kill the CEO of a
We're also going to look at Project Blue Space. I looked that up while he was talking about that. I will state that, in my opinion, there's something being covered up here, because if they can tell you private drones, they know something about this. You know what I'm saying? They know something, whether it be, who's doing what, whatever the question may be. They know something. The government knows something. They're just not telling us. And I do have an agreement that I believe that they should tell that literally what's going on and how, because it's causing mass hysteria, which mass hysteria itself could cause a lot of issues, right? People could start shooting down things, people could start doing crazy things with, and if they do know exactly what's going on, even if it is semi-classified, to stop the mass hysteria, tell something. You know what I'm saying? What do you know, Miss Liz? Since you know about this topic, I'm just now researching this topic, Miss Liz, because Miss Jean brought it up. So it's new to me, if that makes sense. Maybe in the comment section, or if you feel like hitting the link, you can tell us your theories. Anybody who wants to hit the link, you're more than welcome to. Because this is my first time hearing about this situation, really. Miss Ray, does anybody in the comments know about how long this has been going on? And this is sad that I don't know about this, and I apologize. Thank you, Miss Jean, for bringing this to our attention, because I didn't know. But that guy said that was 2 weeks, and I don't know how long ago that video was made. Thank you, Miss Liz. I hope you're doing well too. I've been my father-in-law came down, so I've been dealing with that situation. So I hadn't really paid attention to this, which makes me question myself. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't pay attention. Hey, Miss Newbie, beautiful. So I'm a little not knowing about the situation. I'm just learning myself. So we've been watching all kinds of videos and footage about the situation. I've been reading articles. But I just now hearing about it, so I apologize. But thank you, Miss Jean, for bringing this to my attention, and everything. So what are y'all's theories on it? Right quick, I'm gonna play the it's not a long video, it's about 1 minute, about the and this is coming from the news station, so you know it's not a deep dive per se. Oh, that video was made yesterday, so it's been going on for about 2 weeks, pretty much two weeks, give or take. So you know, we're right now we're gonna listen to this Project Bluebeam video. Well, I guess this video has no sound. So since mid-November, thousands of people in New Jersey and New York have reported seeing drones in the sky. So that was it. What this video is saying is that since mid-November, so it's December now, obviously. So that was a couple weeks ago. The FBI says it does not know who is responsible or where they come from. The lack of answers has led some lawmakers to accuse the government agencies, I'm skipping through some of this video, of concealing information, and several theories about the drones could have been proposed. On December 13th, Donald Trump supporting celebrity Roseanne Barr posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, "Now you see why I mentioned Project Bluebeam every week on my podcast," and her post had garnered over 2 million views by December the 14th. Prominent conspiracy theorist Alex Jones also posted about Project Bluebeam on X, sharing a prior interview with a UFOologist, Stephen Greer, about how Project Bluebeam will be used. Project Bluebeam is a conspiracy theory that originated in the 1990s, proposed by Canadian journalist Serge Monast, who died in 1996. It alleges a covert operation by global elites to establish a totalitarian world government by orchestrating fake celestial or supernatural events using futuristic NASA technology. I'm going to try to find a different video. Obviously, I thought this one had actual sound. So, you know, I'm going to try to find something else right quick. Give me just a second. We're going to look up. Okay. We're going to share this tab instead right quick.
Your world is not as it seems. Everything you know to be true is a lie. Hidden behind the facade of our everyday lives is a secret and powerful organization with a dangerous agenda to manipulate the minds of the masses and usher in a new world order. They call this.
So basically, they're basically stating that with Project Bluebeam, they're trying to make mass hysteria be a thing so they can, you know, pretty much take over the government, and the elites can, you know, make a new world order by basically scaring us into that. Hey, Roasty Toasty, good morning. You know, if anybody has any theories on this, you can drop them in the chat. What do you think with this situation? You know, if you want to come up and speak your piece about these sightings, you know, let us know. Well, I hope your morning gets better, Miss Church Lady Beautiful. The propaganda, I know, Miss Liz. That's why I'm asking, you know, the people, because a lot of it seems like you've maybe researched this a lot more than I have possibly. So, you know, maybe you can lead us in the right direction. If anybody wants to hit the link, I believe it should be pinned right now. Or I can redrop it. If you can't see the pin, you can let me know. If you want to join, you know, if anybody has any conspiracies about the situation, or you know something maybe we should look into, you know, you can either drop it in the chat or hit the link. It's your choice. You know, I'll never force you to ever hit a link you don't feel comfortable. You know, that's not me. This is a safe space for us to be able to have conversations like this. But I was looking, you know, at some of these situations, and like Some people believe it may be aliens. Some people believe that, you know, it could be the government is doing things. Some, you know, it seems to be that there's a lot of theories, but the government themselves are not saying anything. So we can come to our conclusions ourselves, I guess, at this point, because it seems like they're going to be hush hush and not tell us a thing. Which, here's the thing with the Free Information Act, right? They should. That is true, Miss Liz. Believe in God. Yeah, that's nothing new. You know, the government is the government. I don't trust everything that they say because they keep a lot of stuff behind the belt and they'll just placate us and tell us what they want us to hear. You know, because obviously they don't want us privy to a lot of things, you know, that they're doing behind the scenes. So that's nothing new. You're right. Fear tactic. Yeah, fear tactics, they do use a lot of those. Now, I will say, I don't know if y'all know this, and this may be news. Have y'all heard that there is a new virus going around in, I think it was West Africa, if I'm not mistaken, that was an upper respiratory similar to that of C-19, but different. You know, that was actually, a lot of people were not, they're not surviving it. So there's a lot of new stuff when it comes to that. In fact, let me see if I can find the name of that. Because that's something that I saw recently on one of my there is it's a new kind of here, is this it? It's from the I think this may be it. There is a new virus that is out that I don't know if anybody knows about, but it's like a it's, I think they call it Lassa fever, and it you know, that's something that's going on, but there's a new outbreak happening over there, and so a lot of people are passing away and everything there, but there's also like this new upper respiratory and all this new stuff, and all we keep hearing about is these new things, right? And knowledge is power. You're right about this, Miss Liz. I'm gonna see if I can find because they said it was I just got the information about that a few days ago, and it's a new kind of outbreak, and they didn't even it's not the Marburg. I've heard about that. No, there was supposedly this new outbreak that's happening, and they're not telling people about it, right? And you just hey, Shaker, I'm gonna say this, just make sure you stay covered in the blood. Thank Jesus. Love God. Remain with your pew-pews. You know what I'm saying? Keep your pew-pews close to the chest. Take care of you and your family. Learn how to, you know, plant plants so that you can make your own food and all these other things. You know, I'm trying to find it. This is old stuff right here. The new stuff, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that video, but I was looking around at it because I had just heard about it the other day myself. It was in a Newsbreak article because, you know, it bases on what you watch, and it brings up 20 different sites, right? So it's not just from one source. And don't always listen to just one source for your news. If you hear something on the news, research it yourself, because nowadays the cool thing, now some things you're not necessarily going to be able to find on the internet because they're going to take it down. You get what I'm saying? But yes, they're going to, you know, you can Google things yourself. You can deep dive. So if you don't know something, we have the best information right in front of us. You know, old school ways, we didn't have that. We had to listen to what we saw on the TV. But nowadays you can actually research and look into things because we have something called the World Wide Web, which is amazing. Nowadays. But yes, also saving money, but also make sure that you save. If you can turn paper money into gold and silver and things, remember, if the world does go to crap, money is going to mean nothing. So you want to have trade goods, right? Make sure you learn how to plant your own vegetables. Make sure you learn how to sew your own clothes. Do those things, stock up with fabrics, stock up with, sugar, salt, those things. Yeah, so starting small, like making your own coffee, like Starbucks, like the things you love from Starbucks. Learn how to make that yourself and save you some money. And it never hurts to learn how to survive without, because if it ever becomes a time when something like that happens, there's not going to be stores to go to buy things, right? There's not going to be, if something crazy goes down, stuff like that. So you got to learn how to do it yourself, right? So you can learn all those little things, and that's going to help you and your family if something ever goes down. Because and invest in heirloom seeds. Don't just buy those seeds from Walmart, because some of those seeds won't propagate, which means they won't. They only last for a season. Get heirloom seeds. Heirloom seeds propagate. You can get more seeds from them, vice versa, blah, blah, blah. Heirloom seeds, things like that. But yeah, I agree with you, Miss Liz. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm gonna pray for you. Miss I'm gonna pray for you, Miss Church Lady. You've been going through it. You've been going through it. But yes, heirloom seeds are the way to go. Oh, James said APMEX is a great site for gold and silver investment. That's usually where he goes. So because when the paper money goes out, gold and silver will still have some kind of value, right? But also remember that trade goods, if the money thing goes down, we're going to be looking at old school trade systems. So like if I grow vegetables and tomatoes, my neighbor might have the meat, right? So we may need to trade, you know what I'm saying? We may need to be able to trade things together. And if you learn how to sew clothes and you've got fabric, you might be able to do that. So remember that if the world ever does go to crap, you got to learn, you got to know things to be able to do trade secrets. Invest in like one of those solar panels for your home. One of those what is it? Generators that run off of yes, the barter system. It's going to be huge if that ever happens. Invest in so you can have your own electricity pretty much and don't necessarily have to depend on the grid. So if it goes down, there's so much that you can look into that. And I'm not trying to like push nobody to be a prepper or nothing like that, but I would rather be safe than sorry, right? I'd rather prepare for the worst and it never happen than not be prepared at all. And then I'm hurting, my family's hurting, and all this other stuff. So, that's why I always tell people, prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. Because if you're already prepared, even if it never happens, then you're good. You're still prepared. You stay prepared. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Y'all know we say that. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Another thing a lot of people don't know, this comes from the prepper side where I've done some research. Okay, for antibiotic purposes, we all know you can get books that tell you about natural plants and natural things that grow in our environment that help us. A lot of people also don't know that you can go to your local co-op and buy penicillin to keep in your fridge. And you can buy these things that they use for animals, but it can be used for humans also. It's just in a higher dosage than what we get. So, everybody's talking about, if zombie apocalypse ever happened, they're going to go rush to these places. They forget the places that actually have some things in it. There are some things that you can buy that are in pill form that will last for years on end. You can look all this stuff up. But get you some books. Books are learning. Books are, what are going to teach you. Like when the grid goes out, you can still look at that book. You may not be able to look at the internet no more. Right. So there are books about natural remedies. There's literally a thing that grows out in your yard right now that can be used as a poultice to be put on infection and help with it. One of my great grandmothers actually used to make this poultice. It was polk salad, what they call polk salad, if a lot of people know them. It's a herb that grows out here naturally on the land. You just got to know how to pick it, how to prepare it, right? And you put it in a sack and, in a cheese sack or something like that, or a cloth, and you can boil it up and then you put it on there. There's a lot of natural herbs and stuff. So maybe get you some books on herbology, because herbs themselves grow naturally on our earth all day, and you can use those instead of man-made items, right? If stuff goes to crap, you can plant it yourself. You can have it in your own yard, so look up these things, teach yourself, take things as time goes on and teach yourself. And let's say you never have to use it. Well, then you can spread that knowledge to your children and grandchildren. So if something ever happens during their time, then they're knowledgeable, right? So we can reach one, teach one, even if, let's say, the world never goes to crap, everything goes good until we pass away of old age. Let's say that's what happens, right? But then we can take that knowledge that we learned, because knowledge is power, and spread it to the next generation, and so on and so forth. So if something happens to us on this earth, we don't have to worry about our kids and our grandkids and our great grandkids, that we know they got the knowledge to be able to survive anything. I swear to God, Miss Liz, I'm gonna have me so many herbs. And also there's a lot of things that ginseng is a natural thing that grows around, and you can find it, and a bunch of other things. Knowledge is power. Don't forget, we are never too old, no matter how old you are or how young you are, to learn, right? We learn every day. And knowledge is power. So, go out and do you some things. And also it might teach you something that you might enjoy. You might learn that, you have something naturally growing on your land that could be worth money. You don't know. So, basically make sure that you just keep your knowledge. Yes, that is our obligation as the elders. And the older we get, the more knowledge that we perceive and we take into ourselves to pass it down to the younger generation. That's just like, a lot of our, I wished my great grandmother had not passed away before I was born. She had some kind of herb that she used to chew up in her mouth, and she could blow it into a baby's mouth who had thrush, and the baby literally would be cured. I wished I knew her secrets, but she passed before I could learn these things, right? She knew a lot of natural remedies because they had been passed down from generation to generation. And some of the things were lost along the way, and it's so sad, that some of the younger generation didn't want to learn from the older generation. I love learning from my older generation. My older ladies that are here in chat with me that are older than me, I love learning from you. I want you to know that. My older gentlemen, I want you to know that. I love learning things from you. Have a good day, Ray. Huggies. I love learning from, our older generation, because what you can teach me, I may not know yet. You've been through more than I have. You've been on this earth longer. You've learned more. And I always think that we should open our ears to our older generation. But with this drone situation, I'm it's kind of strange that we're mostly seeing it in the United States over New Jersey, New York, California, Maryland area, the DC area, and over there near Nevada, Las Vegas, and California. I've not seen anything like that down here down south, right? But oh yes, Creole Butterfly, if y'all don't know, is very knowledgeable about herbs. That's my sister from another mister, and she's very knowledgeable. Yes, she is. You right about that, Miss Catherine. Hey, Miss Catherine, how you doing this morning? So I mean, here's the thing. I think we should all take the time. And you know something, Creole? That may be something you could do one day. You could bring up the articles, and each like one of your videos or lives, you could talk about like specific herbs and teach the people. Because reach one, teach one is one of the best ways to do it. Like you could screen share like I'm doing right now and start teaching people about certain herbs and their medicinal properties and all these things. And that would be super amazing. And I think a lot of people would enjoy that content. You know what I'm saying? That to me, that would be amazing content. I mean, I would tune in to watch that. I want to learn new things. And even then, people on the replay gang that may not even know your channel, you may get new subscribers for people who just want to learn about herbs. They want to learn about these things. And then there are some people, Church Lady, they're saying they're not drones. And some of them to me did not look like drones. Now, I don't care what nobody says. I have seen some UFO sightings in my day. And I don't give a dang what nobody say. You can call me a liar. You can call me a crackpot. I don't care. We was down at the Aberdeen Walkway one time at the waterway. It's the Tennessee Tom Bigby Waterway, if you look it up. And we was sitting there fishing, y'all. We was fishing for some catfish. And there was this like thing that came down in the sky. It was gold looking. And it just sat there and hovered. And this was back in 90s, in the 90s or something like that. Like I was super young. And it just sat there. And it just sat there, like hovered in a specific spot. And it just zoomed out of the sky really fast. And at that time, we didn't have any aircrafts in our military that could fly that fast that I know of. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, Miss Liz. If you can tell me her channel name, I'll look her up right quick and I'll share her channel over here so people can subscribe and check her out and whatnot. And everything. You thought I was talking about the Creole people. Now the Creole people do know a lot though. You know what I'm saying, Church Lady? So you know, the Creole and the French and the Cajuns, they do know a lot of stuff. But yeah, Creole Butterfly. Oh, I know who Creole's channel is, Miss Catherine, because that's my sister from another mister. You know what I'm saying? I love me some Creole Butterfly. She knows it too. And I love her to death, and she knows it. I think she should do that more on her content. And like go into specifics, like maybe do 5 alive or 2 or 3 alive that kind of coincide with each other, if that makes sense. And start doing that. I'm actually going to share Miss Creole Butterfly's channel so that if anybody wants to subscribe to her, but Miss Liz, if you'll let me know what the name of the lady is. Y'all got the good, yeah. Y'all be over there like, what, man? Yeah, it was Miss Newbie. It was some kind of thing that she stuck like this, and she used to blow in babies' mouths with her breath. And my grandmother used to be able to cure babies with thrush. And like she literally, I don't know if it was some kind of healing thing that she was born with, but she could literally blow into a baby's mouth and get rid of the thrush. They used to call my great grandmother. She was considered, I guess you would say, the medicine woman of the area. And they used to call her when certain things, like when they would take their kids to the doctor and the medicines wouldn't work. And like there was this poultice she used to make to help with infection and stuff. And they used to call her because she used to use herbs and things like that and natural remedies. And they would call her for help when the doctor stuff wouldn't work anymore. You know what I'm saying? And or it didn't work, and the person was just getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And I wish that I had been able to learn from her. She passed away when I was a little baby, so obviously I didn't get to learn from her. But my great grandmother, like, she had like a special ability, you know, and I wish that I had gotten to learn from my great grandmothers. And my grandmother herself did not learn it, so I had no one to pass it down to me. Yep, Miss Newbie, you should do that too. All that stuff that you know what I'm saying? You should do it where you reach one teacher and teach us younger people how to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, that's how we learn. We learn from our older generation. If not for y'all, we wouldn't know not a dang thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm also going to drop Miss Newbie's channel right quick. This next channel I'm dropping, this is Miss Newbieology's channel. And you know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to subscribe to Miss Newbieology, I would love to be able to hear. I would love for y'all to do a show. That would be so amazing, Miss Newbie. To where, you know, y'all do a show about natural herbs and teach us young people some things. You know what I'm saying? Because and maybe Miss you know, Big Newbie could write down some things. If she don't want to come on camera, she could do the thing where, you know, you turn off camera and she could teach us some stuff. You know, I would love to learn about that, learn more, because like I said, my great grandmother's passed you know, before I could. Let me see if I may have to go because I think YouTube may have took out, if you put a link in the chat, may have took that out. So what I'll have to do is go into it should show up in my studios, I believe. Let me go over here to community, because the community tab tells me, you know. Let's go for held for review. No. It's not showing up. Let me look in the chat here. And it's on live chat. Okay, I see it, Miss Liz. All right, I'm gonna copy and paste that into my thing up here, and I'm gonna find that channel right quick. Give me just a minute, y'all. Let me go over this way, go up to the search bar, paste. Let me make sure. All right. Okay, I'm gonna get this lady's channel. I'm gonna grab her. She does a lot of, you know, she says she's Solsta Brothers and Solsta Sisters. We are Sherry and Bobby Black, Black's Tropical Homestead. It's about our love for one another, growing our edible forests, raising our chickens on our homestead, various varieties of fruits and tropicals, and they do tips and tricks and other things, you know, to teach one, reach one. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to post it in the chat right quick. This is the lady that Miss Liz let's go ahead that Miss Liz just told us about. So we're gonna, I subscribe to her channel and I'm gonna watch some of her videos because I love learning. I don't know about y'all. I love learning, and I love learning about new things, and you know what I'm saying? And I love knowing about herbs and different things in this universe because I've always loved learning, even since I was a small child. I think learning is and knowledge is our biggest power. We can do a lot with knowledge, and learning how to do things. And so I've taught myself a lot over the years. And if I don't know something, then I go to Google and I teach myself so that if something ever happens, I know. I'm going to have to watch that, Miss Liz. I'm going to have to watch her. Ooh, she got some frog legs, y'all. Chad, I might have to watch that when she cooks some frog legs, y'all. Y'all know I'm Southern. Now I will tell you, if you ain't tried frog legs, they pretty good. I love dove and quail breast better, wrapped with bacon and cooked on a grill. But that's side the point. I'm Southern. I'm Southern as all can get out, and I know how I've ate quite a few crazy cuisines. The only thing I ain't tried yet is gator, and it's crazy because I live right here where I could probably get some, but I ain't got no place around me that cooks it. And next time I get down further south Mississippi, or I go over there to Louisiana, I am going to try me some gator. Now I did try turtle for the first time because I had a Cajun friend who cooked me one time. We caught one out of my lake, and it has to be a specific kind of turtle now. I don't know if y'all know that. It can't just be no box. You cannot eat a box turtle like that. It has to be a snapping turtle. Okay? It has to be one of them big bad boys that'll snap your finger off. They call it an alligator something turtle or something. But it has to be one of them big boys. And you have to clean it a specific way. You have to cut the shell open. It's all this stuff and pull out the meat. And he showed me how to do it. And then you pressure cook the meat, and then you batter it, season it, and fry it. Because if you don't pressure cook the meat, it sometimes can be a little, But oh, thank you, Miss Jean, for bringing up that On Topic Tuesday. Because some people didn't know about it. So you just taught people stuff, Miss Jean. Isn't that awesome? I do want to thank you all for being here today. And if anybody has any, topics they want to bring up or anything new to teach one, reach one, you know how I love to do that. After I end this video, I am going to let, put it in the comment section below and all that stuff. Y'all give me just a second. Sorry about that, y'all. My dad came in and he was trying to ask me something where a place was that he ain't been to, but I have. Oh no, I'm gonna tell you something, Miss Liz. If you ever got somebody that you think other people will enjoy, I don't mind sharing whatsoever, because you know me, I love supporting people. And that's just me. So I just want to say peace and blessings to everybody today. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to play my video games while I watch the mess, y'all, because sometimes I watch. And then I might go over there and watch the beautiful lady that you just shared, Miss Liz, while I'm playing my video games, because I like to play my video games, But yeah, Miss Newbie, I ain't tried gator yet. But I've tried just about everything else. I got some wild boar in my fridge right now. I've tried obviously all kind of deer. I I could try buffalo meat technically. They used to sell it here, but I don't know if they still do. We have a thing called the Buffalo Park, and occasionally, when let's say the buffalo, you know, they have to harvest or something happens, they tend to sell off the meat occasionally. So, but I just never did. Thank you, Miss Liz. Thank you so much. Girl, it's cool, Hazel girl. I wasn't able to say hey to you a while ago because we was in the middle of playing that video, and you know, sometimes I don't want to butt in when they're saying something real good. But hey, Miss Hazel, beautiful. Also, now I will say that we haven't set up the date and time for the next going viral or whatnot, but if you have a chance, you can subscribe to Miss Hazel Diane, Miss V. Lachey, Miss Mika, and they have amazing content. Also, Miss Unapologetically Mika. They're doing good things. And also, congratulations. Hey, Mr. Noble, congratulations to you, you know, on what's going on in your life right now. I heard the update over there. I think it was at Lolo's house. Congratulations to you for that. I know you've been busy doing all that. Yes, newbie, they do eat bison. And it's basically what I've heard. It's just a gamey version of cows. It's like a gamier version. It's like a more tougher version. You have to cook it a specific way. I don't know. Yes, we're going to cause some chaos and be messy. And Sarah Ben's fine as he is fine. You know, we look, Miss Hazel and me, we can be married and still say another mofo is fine and still look, we just don't be touching, right? Mm-hmm. Well, technically, if you think about it, they used to eat the buffalo, but now buffalo are a protected class because there's not as many of them. So, you know, but no, sometimes if the buffalo like die of old age or something like that, instead of letting it go to waste, they will sell off the meat. But they don't just randomly do, you know, just go out there and cull the crowd or something like that. But we do have a place that one time they used to sell the meat. I'm not sure if they still do though. They used to. I'm not sure. I don't know. I never bought it, never tried it. I do know that you can go over there and you can do like a little mini safari and you can feed the animals. And we got zebras and we have a giraffe and a petting zoo. And like, so it's really cool. I know, but I'm so proud of you, Mr. Noble. I know it may be challenging, but you're doing something that is going to help others and you're stepping outside the box. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say that I'm proud of you. And if nobody else has said it today or yesterday or the day before that, I'm so excited for you and congratulations. You know, I hope everything goes great and it continues. So it's amazing to me that you get to start this new project. So I just wanted to say congratulations, and I'm so proud of you for stepping out of your normal boundaries to something different, because, you know, it's a scary thing to be in something brand new, right? And some people will give up before they get the opportunity to try, and you did not. You have continued to stay on your path, so congratulations. You know, I hope that it goes very well for you. Actually, Miss Hazel, the crazy part for us in Mississippi, they're telling us to bag one more because we have an overpopulation. We have an overpopulation this year. Technically, they've told us to bag one more. That most hunters in Mississippi only take one deer a year on average, and they're telling some of us to actually bag one more than that. You know, because we do have here laws on how many you can bag. And they also make sure that everything is copacetic for the deer, and we do have an overpopulation. So yeah, well, up there, it's not down there, it's up yonder's way, Miss Hazel. Hey, Miss LaKendra, good morning. I hope that you had a good day at work yesterday, and I hope you got some rest when you got home, because I know you was at work yesterday afternoon, and I hope you got you a little rest. Ours is crazy, child. We have had a huge population boost, so they had a good breeding year, pretty much. So I just we always down here we have a rule. I don't know if a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people think hunters just go out to ill, right? No. You have a specific time frame that you can, and you only, this is my family's thing, you only hunt for the meat. You don't do it just to be doing it. Right? That's what a lot of people don't understand about people who are not vegan, people who are meat eaters. We don't just go out and randomly do that to be doing that and then let the meat waste and all the other stuff. No. Because of my Native American heritage, my family's always had the thing, you don't kill anything you can't eat or use. And you're to use all parts of the animal, not just parts of it. Right? So, you skin the deer, you use the hide, you use the antlers, you try to use every part that you can, because waste not, won't not. See, that's why there, when people, there's also the thing of, you're not supposed to hunt during a specific time of year because of breeding and all this other stuff. And it's best, to only hunt so many doe a year, because obviously the female version of any animal brings in the population. If people in your area are hunting too many does, that can make a huge difference. And technically the male population of the animals, if you start getting low, you know what I'm saying? How are they going to reproduce? It is a whole different mentality. My family's always believed in using the entirety of the animal. You know what I'm saying? Like my great grandmother used to make lye soap out of fat and stuff like that, and ammonia and different things. So they didn't waste anything. They used every part of the animal. And you don't just go randomly go around and do that, because you have to respect Mother Nature and respect the animals, right? You have to respect what God gave us. It comes down to a respect, right? And know that it could be limited if you overdo something, right? So you only take what you need. You don't take more than what you need. You know what I'm saying? You may want to do those things, but you don't do that. You only take what you need, and you try to use every piece, every part, for what's betterment of, everything. Yeah, that's so sad, because we have nothing but trees down here, Miss Hazel. We have wooded areas that man doesn't even go to. I'm not saying that can't eventually happen to us. Overpopulation can happen anywhere, but I have heard that in the Carolinas, they're having a lot of people from specifically there's this whole town in, I think it was South Carolina, but it might have been North Carolina, that they've had an influx of people moving out of New York and New Jersey and different places into that city. And it's people are moving and the population is changing. And in a lot of those areas is becoming more populated and more densely packed than previous years. And, I've even seen it down here, that a lot of people are moving from I met 4 different people, 5 different families moving down here from either New York or New Jersey, and different places. My link should be pinned, Miss Hazel. It shows that it's pinned, on my side. Is it still pinned? Can you see it? If you can, I'll drop it right quick. I'll just go ahead and drop it for you, because sometimes, we don't want to scroll all the way up or look for it. So here it is. There you go, Miss Hazel. I just dropped it again. That way you ain't got to try to look at the top. Because sometimes we get lazy. We do. Let me make sure it's you. You know, I got to authenticate you and stuff. And I'm still going to do my thing, just be on safe side. Is that you, Miss Hazel?
It's me, Bookie Butt.
Okay, just make sure, because you know, child, sometimes they be trying to get you.
Yeah. Hey, sugar. Okay, so look, okay, so you know I'm already down here in like the Carolinas. This is what happened. So the Carolinas was already like a good housing market. So what happened was during the pandemic, a lot of people from the north started coming down here because a lot of people started to put their houses on the market. And I would have to admit, you know, we are from the West Coast. We were one of the people. So we moved to Charlotte in 2018. And then the pandemic hit. And we started seeing how everybody was basically putting these beautiful houses on the market because they were starting to go towards your area. And what happened was Charlotte is now overpopulated. It's to the point they literally started tearing down Section 8 government houses to build new neighborhoods and to build more sky rises to try and help it. Our main freeway that basically takes you from like Charlotte all the way down to the Carolinas is called like 77. They basically cleared 2 more lanes both ways on the highway to deal with the traffic. And I live on the state line. I'm like maybe like 1 exit past the state line. They cleared 16 new areas to build houses. Now, these are areas that it was literally nothing but trees, and it was one of the main reasons we chose to stay here during the pandemic is because, as you know, I love outside. I love greenery. Baby, every time I have to drive to Charlotte or drive close to Charlotte, my heart breaks every single time because it's like they're clearing out everything. But then the crazy part about it is that when they start to like clear out like all the tree properties back there, their houses, it's a property like maybe 5-10 minutes from me that is 10 acres. And you would have never known it was a house there because of all the trees and stuff surrounding. I'm trying my damnness to get my hands on that property before they buy it and they add it with another property and build another housing community. And I get it. Don't get me wrong. I live in a beautiful housing community, but what I noticed, we don't have the wildlife the way we had it in Charlotte. I don't have deer. I haven't seen a deer in 5 years.
Oh, that's sad because I seen one last year and this year in my backyard. Because I live in the woods, and most of the woods around me, they are for hunters. Like, we don't actually have a lot of houses around here, because like people actually have like 10-15 acres of like hunting land, and they only hunt it obviously one part of the year, so the rest of the year is just empty. And they're literally just for people's tree blinds. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this property used to be before we bought it. It was just hunting land. And I get so sad when I see logging come through. I get so sad.
I want to move. You know what? I literally told hubby, like, I told him like the other day, like, I want to go further in. Like, I want to keep going down. I do not. Look, as y'all know from my page, I don't like neighbors. I don't like to be in my backyard and not be free, and to have to bring the dogs in because of noise complaints. Oh, they're too loud. They're barking too much. I pay too much money in taxes and for this house for anybody to tell me anything.
Girl, come on down to Mississippi, girl. Come on. You could take, and what you sell that house for up there, let me tell you something. You could buy you like 10-15 acre probably down here. Like we gave.
These are my top 3. These are my top 3 options. My top 3 options are I go further into South Carolina because we have a lot of small cities that you know, like you said, people ain't touched down there yet. So it's either that I'll probably end up in like Mississippi or Bama because my family has land down there, or even like Louisiana. Like we could go to NO because we do have family land and houses, but we gotta think of the flood. Like that won't be good for us.
Now,
Or
Tennessee also has some really backwood places that's like that, where you
yes,
can like big
yes,
properties. Tennessee,
yes.
Mississippi, Alabama, and
Ma-
y'all don't
And
tell
then you know
nobody.
what? Out of nowhere, Houston, I be getting all type of stuff. I be like, don't play because your girl loves a good. I love me a good trail ride and a good rodeo. Baby, don't
We
play
have
with
those
it.
rodeos
I'll
every year,
child,
every year.
I'll go upstairs and pull out them jean shorts that had them boots. Baby, don't threaten me with a good time. So
Yeah,
I don't
I
know. So
love
we're
going
trying
to the
to,
rodeo. It is
yeah,
fun.
we
And
trying to figure out like we at that good point. Like, okay, we got two more. Our last two are finna go to college. You know, I can't go too far from, as y'all can see from me doing the whole unboxing of my couches. My whole life is surrounded around my kids. I can't go too far from my last two. I'm finna be a Mimi in May. So I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me see where my kids gonna be, and then I can see where I'm gonna go. But that housing market in Houston, that's where I end up at because I really want a compound. Like I really want,
girl,
even
have
if
you
my
looked at the housing down here? Girl,
we
we
have.
got 11 acres and a house, and let's say a roundabout price of about 250.
But that's too far from the base
Yeah, that's true.
because
Now I
I
will
got two.
say,
I got two that are still active duty. I need to be like at the minimum. I have to keep the minimum up under 5 hours just in case. You know me, I
yeah, just
worry.
in case.
I need to get to where my kids are.
I would say that I would check into the South Carolina area, into some of those smaller areas. See, that's
Baby,
what
I already have.
mm,
You already know me. Baby, I already
out.
get phone
See, a lot of
calls.
people want to move in the city limits. They don't realize it's going to cost you twice as much. And
No.
in these
And it's
country
so many
areas,
jobs here. It's so many. Do you know that I found out that we have the Foster's chicken plant? Do you know that shit is down here by me? I
hey, D
didn't
Miss
know
O,
that.
girl, we got down here in Carthage, Mississippi, we got the Tyson chicken plant.
And then also I found out also Charlotte has the Campbell plant too. I didn't know that. And the crazy part about it is that like I seen it, so me being curious, I googled it. So I went to go drive to see it. Baby, it is hidden in plain sight. Like it is right on it is literally off of a main road that I have passed so many times going to where I gotta go. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. We have they brought the Toyota plant down here.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, the Toyota plant's not far from here, and people make real good money up there.
Real good money.
Yeah, it's in New Albany, Mississippi, and there's some little places I could tell you about around that area where you don't have to live in New Albany, because New Albany is a city. But like Myrtle and Myrtle, Mississippi, and like Blue Springs, those are country areas where you could possibly find like the big properties, and you ain't got no neighbors.
I definitely want. I think I told hubby the other day, with us approaching this, new era of becoming grandparents. I told him that I think it's time that we give up. Well, maybe not quite yet, but I told him that it's time that we start rethinking a ranch because I have very steep stairs in my house, and I don't really allow like I'm that auntie where if you got small kids, I'll tell you in a minute, don't bring them kids to my house. I have stairs. I have bad nerves. So I literally have a baby gate where I block it off. And I don't know how I would react with a grandchild in this house with all this glass. Oh, baby, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm stressed already. Can't do it.
Mrs. Sear was in here earlier, Room Shaker, but I don't know if she's still here. So Mrs. Sear, if you hear my voice, if you're like in the clouds or something, Room Shaker asked if you hear. Okay, we just had to put that out there.
Hey, shaker. But yeah, I've been definitely looking like I want acres. Like I want to build a compound, even if my kids don't want to come live, because I don't want them to feel like they have to live near me, but just something like just something.
Well, see, I have on this side, me and my husband have 12, it's 11 point something acres. And then on my other property I own, it's 6.77 on one side, 2 point something on the other. I'm going to consolidate them. So it's almost 10 acres.
I'm coming to you. Let me get an acre. Okay.
And so, and then my father and mother-in-law have bought just now, they coming down from New York. They bought 2 acres on a back road. And their entire neighborhood, and their neighbors aren't close, but their entire neighborhood is nothing but elderly people.
And that's what it is. You have a bunch of New Yorkers coming down here because I hate to say it, but people that live in the Carolinas and live in the South, we don't have jobs that pay the way the North or the East Coast pays. So people that are moving here, they have the money that the folks that live here don't have. When we bought this house, we closed in 25 days. That is insane. Like that, when I tell you that sale close happened so fast, I was like, hold on, did we just really buy a house? Like, hold on, like what? And then actually I felt bad because like I had I don't know if you want to call it like buyer's remorse, but I felt bad because it was like the people that wanted the house the same as we did. We were so overqualified, they didn't stand a chance. I felt so bad for them. But then I got here and then we done like the final walkthrough and I seen my beautiful spa bathroom and I was like, sorry bitches, it's mine. So sorry. Like I think hubby has a picture of us during the walkthrough and I'm literally laying in my spa bathroom with all my clothes on. It was the funniest thing.
Oh, I love my big old bathtub. That's like I can lay, like I got one of those bathtubs I could lay and I'm almost 5'7" in height, almost, not quite, and I can lay down flat in my tub and still have room.
My tub smothers me and I'm only 5'4". It's like I had to go and put like grips on the side because if I get in it, it's like it swallows you. So it's definitely a hazard. Like no children. Like I know like there's been a few times where I've had like, my niece and my nephews, no, they can't take, even though they like love the big tub, no, you can't bathe in this tub. You got to bathe in the tub down the hallway because this tub is definitely accident prone because it's so big and it's wide and it swallows you. What did Captain? You know what, Captain? I haven't adventured down to that area. I might have, you know what? I've been thinking about doing content with like traveling to different parts of South Carolina. And I think that's what I'm gonna do next year. Because I know when we traveled to Myrtle Beach, we drove through a couple like pretty cool, like little mini towns. It was kind of eerie, kind of very abandoned, big old houses, but I found it interesting. We stopped at one like little like, it wasn't a shit, what's it called? It was like a general store. It was real interesting. They kind of looked at us crazy because I do got like my last 3 is like 6'2", 6'3" with like locks. So they kind of looked at us like, who are y'all? Y'all not around here. But
I'm gonna tell you that goes when you go to any country area. Like I can take you to a place my daddy grew up. And it's the hills. It's in the hills pretty much over here in Mississippi. And if you don't have family there, they're gonna look at you weird. I don't care what color of the rainbow you are. I don't care what your nationality is. I don't care what you are. If they don't know you, they're gonna be like, who is you? You know what I'm saying? Because they know everybody that lives in that area. They know everybody's vehicle. and because it's so small, right? And I went up there one time and they were looking at me funny, and I was like, and then when I told them my family last name, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh,
Yeah.
you there, people? Yeah.
Yeah. We go through that when we go to Henderson to go visit my in-laws because it's such a little small city. When we go up there, they see my husband, they immediately know directly who he's kin to because it's crazy, but they all fucking, I won't say they all look the same, but it's just something about that skin complexion and them eyes. They just know who they're kin to. And I thought it was even more weird because the last time we went up there, it was foggy and we needed gas. And I was like really like uncomfortable driving back. Baby, we went to the gas station and I was like, why is it 7 o'clock and it's closed?
Yeah.
They were like, I literally called them and was like, we got to come back because we can't get gas. I'm not going to even make it to even close to Oxford or anything. Like, I wasn't even going to make it to Raleigh to get to my sister's house. I was like, we have to stay in Henderson because why is it closed? And they was like, because it's farm country. I said, so what? But I said, so what? But why is the gas station closed? They were
We
like,
have
it's
some
just
places
it's
like
just like
that.
that.
It's like everything closes after 8 p.m. You ain't gonna find nothing open. There's some places 10. Some places it closes, like you said, at 7. It just depends. There's some places that only have like where my dad's originally from. There's one post office, one like gas station, general store type area, and that's pretty much it. You might
We
there,
we
you
have
know,
grown.
it's very
We
little.
have grown. We still literally only have one, like we literally have one post office in the city I live in. But because the city I live in is so close to the next city, it's like, okay, well technically you have two because it's ours and then the next one. But it's like I live maybe 10 minutes from our downtown area. But if you go to the downtown area, it's nothing there still.
Hey, Demaso.
You hear me, Charlie?
Yeah, we can hear you. You all right?
Is it an echo?
Okay.
Or is it just on my sound?
I'm trying to reduce the background noise for her, but
Let me see if
Once you
no,
I
bring
can
me
turn
all
mine
the
off.
way back up, the mute thing will come back up. Hold on a second. Yeah, I hear you.
Oh yeah, now you're not having any problem with your sound. That sounds really good.
Okay, that sounds better. Okay, I thought it was okay. Hold on, let me.
Oh, girl,
So
it
I'm
ain't
gonna.
you.
Okay. Well, I'm on my my earbud, so sometimes it'll go in and out.
I'm on my Chinese iPhone, child. I swear, I don't know why I get more in bed with Apple because I was gonna ditch them and go back to my Droid, but now I done got an Apple Watch, so now I'm stuck with their asses.
You done got an Apple Watch and now you stuck with them.
Yes. My mom got me one for my graduation / Christmas, and I got it. So now I'm stuck with them.
I'm sticking with my Android. I like my little L cheapy and all that. Because I don't like paying for all the extras. It's some
Right. Don't
extras.
even let me think about it. I got a whole nother insurance plan for the goddamn watch and a line fee for the fucking watch. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even know what the hell I am acting like a teenager. Don't worry. I'm going to get myself together. Give me 2 years and I'm coming back to Droid.
I love my Android. And it's because here's the thing. When I use iPhone and then, I like to sing a lot, I do my singing app. The headphone situation with it, the fact that you have to pay for a lot of things versus on my Android, the singing app, when I use it with it, and it's the same app, now might I add, it's actually free to sing a lot of things. Where versus if I'm on iPhone, I have to pretty much pay a monthly fee in order to be able to do that. I'm
Okay,
like, that's
Charlie, you
bullshit.
can quit rubbing it in now, Charlie.
That's crazy.
We all
But
know I
what's up?
love
I
my
just came to
singing.
say hi because I haven't been up here in a while. I'm in these. I ain't gonna be up here long. I'm in these right before Christmas parent streets because I talked all that shit up here before about how I wasn't getting no Sol de Janeiro. I wasn't getting this. Okay, I got the freaking Sol de Janeiro. Ugh.
Is it
Now,
good? Is it worth it?
no, for her, no, not for no 12-year-old, but I get the Bum Bum Cream.
Oh,
I love it. It's not expensive like for perfume. It's cheap for perfume, but like I'm just not thinking that she would be asking for that. I didn't get Sol de Janeiro till I was 40, so therefore I didn't think. But it's just a little spray, so I got her the little spray set. It wasn't that bad, but I'm just saying she only 12, so I still thinking I can go to Five Below for everything, but. And then my mom gets like her major gift. So she got a new iPad from my mom. So I just get fillers. So I don't really have a lot to buy. So I got her that. So now I'm going to Five Below because she's into that boba tea crap. And it's so
Oh, my
expensive.
son loves that stuff too.
I know, but it's like
boba
$6
tea?
when you go to the store. So I told her I'm going to get her damn kid because she's going to keep spending my money because we done tried it twice. Well, they say it was sweeter than this. I want to try these poppies with that. I said, by the time you try all these damn
Walmart
things,
has
I'm getting the
boba
Check
tea
kid.
and
things too
check
that you
and
can get
Uh-huh.
real
see.
cheap. Go to Walmart.
Check
Okay,
and
that's what I'm
see
going to do
if
because
you
I'm not going
have
to keep going
like
to
a
these
Korean
restaurants.
market near you. Just check and see if you have a Korean market by you.
Oh, you know what?
And
I didn't even
then,
think about that. We do
yeah,
because we go
just
there and
go to
get
the
different
Korean
noodles.
market.
Okay, I need to because she wants the topi at the top of the what is it? Um, you
Tapioca?
know, what is it? Topi,
Tapioca?
not
Tapioca?
topiaca, but we eat it. It's like a pudding. It's called
Dang
Go
it.
the
go
You
same
to the
just
name as
Korean
the
market.
pudding. Hold
Go
on,
to
it's
the
in my.
Korean market.
It's gonna drive me crazy. It's in my Amazon box. Hold on a second.
you just literally I just had it in my mind, and when you said that I was fixing to say it for you, and I don't know if that's ever happened to y'all, but it literally just my brain went blank. Topi
Child.
ah,
Tapioca, child, look. Let me tell you.
Tapioca pudding, like
tapioca.
tapioca.
Yeah. Let
Yes.
me
Tapioca,
tell
that's what it
you.
is. The
Let me tell you.
pearls, because she said she'll
Yeah.
put them in chocolate milk, so she just wants the
Yeah.
They
pearls.
have
Yeah.
Yeah.
kits at Walmart where it literally it has everything in it to where you can make, and it's got different flavors and everything for the boba tea because my son loves that stuff. And we
Okay, I'm
would
gonna get that. Then she can try it and see which one she likes, so she won't keep. Because I can't keep spending no damn money at them places trying to try what you like, child. You need to get a kid.
they have the kits at Walmart. It's instant pretty much, and it tells you on the back they can use warm water or you can buy milk for it. You know what I'm saying? But the packet already has like the dried milk in it. And it already has like the everything to go with it. My son tried it. He said it was okay. Obviously it's not the same as when we go to the Japanese place down the street, but he said it was okay. I told him I was going to buy him the different flavors. I got him the brown sugar, I believe, last time. But they do
You
have
said at
different
Walmart?
flavors. Yeah,
I'm gonna
Walmart, girl.
I'm
Over there by the
try.
coffee section, I was looking at coffee pods for him,
Child.
and I found
My
them
kid,
things.
child,
See, I
my
don't like boba tea because I don't like milk tea, so that's not my thing. But she tried it at the two different restaurants, but I think she wanted the sweeter version thing because she like the start, because she got mango pearls last time with a mango drink. So maybe next time she'll try something else. But like I said, I'm gonna get the little kit just for her to play around with it. I'll go look at Walmart. I seen one on Amazon too, but just for her to play around with the blend she thinks she might like. I mean, I'll take, of course, again in life to go. But most of them are just real trendy, like for an aesthetic vibe. Like we got one here in Nashville, the chain, the bubble tea. What is it? That chain anyway, but it's like aesthetically. So they go in there, you can take pictures and stuff like that. I think that's what the price hype is. Because around Nashville, they're anywhere from, well, my outside county in the rural where I live, it's like $6. When you go in Nashville, it's like 8 to 10 for one.
Mm-hmm. The Japanese place I get his from are like $5 or $6. So yeah, it's and that's down here in Mississippi, where everything's cheaper. And that's still expensive for us. It's like $7, $8 something. I don't know. I have to take a picture of it next time I go to that place.
It's too expensive to be talking about. It's okay. Now it's too expensive for that. I know that. To be talking about that's okay. Like I'm looking at her like, girl, you better drink that thing down to the. That's all I better hear. I better hear noise. It better not be a piece of boba left in that thing for damn $8. I don't care what nobody said. That's a whole meal.
I drink boba, but I don't like boba because I'm a very texture eater. And it's like you
Mm-hmm.
got to get them big old thick straws, and it's like, I can't do it. But I am happy that we do have like, it's classified as like an Asian grocery store, but they
We
have
have one of those.
a food court attached to it that I just found out about. I should go do a video about it. But they have Korean hot dogs, and I took my boys and child, baby.
Yeah, I
We
want
ate
to try
it.
those. I saw a vlog. We have a place. I want to try those with Korean. They look weird though. They fry them with
They're
like
good.
cheese
They're
pool is inside
good.
of. Is it even meat
Yeah.
inside them? I just seen like a cheese pool on one
No,
of them.
you have the option to do like half meat, half cheese. My boys we did half cheese, half meat. We did one that was dipped in like, well, what one of the twins had one that was dipped in Takis. The other twin had one that was dipped in Cheetos. Mine was covered in like some potato with like some sugar stuff. But all I know is that we literally almost ate from every station to the point I was like, we got to go home because I'm finna go to sleep. So one of y'all got to drive because I'm tired now. I done ate too much food. We didn't have boba tea, milk tea. This was not supposed to be this kind of trip. I was coming for one thing and one thing only, and then we seen that they had a food court.
Girl, you better than me because my digestion system is over 40. There is no way I can have no milk based tea and some fried Korean corn dogs. Child, I'll be toe up from the
Oh,
motherfucking floor up.
I didn't have the tea. The boys had the tea. I didn't have the drink. They had it. I had like a Sprite or something. But they do social, they're trying to do social media, and I didn't want to be like that parent, like, oh no, we can't do this, we gotta go. No, I can't do that because I'm encouraging them to, like, go outside their bubble and stuff. And they got college next fall. I don't want my kids going to college just eating tenders and fries. Like, I want them to have like a very big palate. Like, we're going for sushi on Saturday, so I could teach them how to order sushi.
My son does not like sushi so far, but he is huge into Asian cuisine in general, whether it be Japanese, Chinese,
Ooh,
whatever.
ramen. Oh,
He loves ramen. We have a ramen
they
place
love
here.
going. Oh, and then also we just started getting more of them little like Korean pop rest. The chain is called like K-pop or something, where it's like you go eat and you basically cook the meat at your table, and then they bring you your sides. We just got a few of those. So that's on our food list too, because these boys can't go to college just eating hot pockets and tenders. I
Now my
refuse.
son loves his hot pockets, but he
Baby, let me
is
tell you, Costco. Not no, sorry. My mom has Costco. We have Sam's Club.
we have Sam's Club too.
The
And
bottom
my
of
mother-in-law,
my
they
deep
got
freezer.
BJ's, and BJ's is
We have
awesome.
BJ's too,
I
but I
want a
have
BJ's down
Adventure
here.
Yeah,
Club.
we got
I
Costco, Sam's, and
I
BJ's
don't
in
know what
Nashville.
it
That's one thing
is.
I
Like,
do like.
I haven't been. I like Sam's.
I
Sam's is good
prefer
for me.
Sam's over Costco. Costco is good for certain things. I have a membership to both because I'm on my mom's membership, but I wouldn't pay for both. But BJ's is cheap. I just got one by my house, and hell, since they was grand opening, the membership only cost me $15.
Oh,
BJ's is
and
awesome.
also Sam's does. You can order online. It's kind of like Instacart, but it's cheaper. You can order
Oh
online,
yeah, the
and Sam's
delivery. Yeah.
they'll deliver
Hmm.
to you. I just found that out
I do
because
the
I didn't have time.
shipping. I don't do the delivery. If you want fresh foods, you gotta do the delivery. I just do the shipping right now, like for my paper towels and other stuff. But I plan on trying to do the delivery because I don't be having time to go to Sam's, but I be wanting to go. So I'm gonna do the delivery because I got the Plus membership. But yeah, I use the shipping now. It's free with Plus. So I get my paper towels and like the bags of chips and like how you have the two for. They'll do all of that. They just won't do like your fresh foods through the shipping. So, but yeah, the delivery is nice too. That they'll come right the next hour, like Walmart to come. Now Walmart delivery, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a Walmart girl. My husband is, but I went back after I had my daughter though. I used to just be Target only, but I had to stop all that bougie shit with diapers and shit. Well, not really, because my mama did the diapers, but other stuff. It's cheaper to do for a baby at Walmart than Target. So I went to both when I was having my baby. But now I'm really much more exclusively at Target. We only use the Walmart delivery because when I tell you them foods come right away, and for the price, they get them to come on demand. Like my husband could just forget something, have them come 2 hours later, have them come again. They bring 1 or 2 things and everything, and it's only that one yearly thing. When I tell you that he works the hell out that goddamn Walmart membership, and it is worth it because you can get stuff just like within 2 hours, and they don't even have no limit, no minimum.
They don't. I got a Walmart down. You know, I hate Walmart. Be taking all my goddamn money.
I go broke going in Walmart.
Girl, the Walmart by me. I don't know what the hell was going on in that back room, but baby, they had all kind of TVs on sale. They had a 90-inch for like $1,000. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with TV? Like, what's going on? What's wrong?
Don't worry about it. Walmart's warranty so cheap, shit. You can just get another one.
Yeah.
I love we have 2 superstore Walmarts, and then we have one local, you know, the neighborhood grocery Walmarts.
I love those.
Yes, those are
I don't
amazing.
like the grocery store ones.
I like it
I don't
because
like
sometimes we get
They're
like
small down here.
Well, we get like specialty items in our local grocery
Oh.
sometimes. So like we'll get like a lobster fresh or like crawfish
They're
or
not
like
gonna get down that down here with these country ass folks, and you got mom and pop's restaurant selling that. Charlie, you know these folks be out here be tripping. But
yeah, they do be tripping.
Yeah, they be real serious too. But yeah, I went to like 2 different like the Walmart like grocery store ones, and it really wasn't hitting it. But I do have a super Walmart down by me that is ridiculous. But when you go in there, the main part that's big is the fucking hunting section. Well, I do live in the Carolinas, so yeah, let me just
Yeah. What's funny is I went up to a Walmart in New York, and they completely their section for that is so tiny and has barely nothing in it. I hate the lines up there. Oh my god.
What you go hunt? Ain't
So
nothing
bad.
up there to hunt, Charlie.
I know, and
nothing
it's
to
so
hunt,
bad.
baby.
Well, they also have strict gun laws too, where we don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's bad for them.
You know what? I do have a couple gun videos, but I have to figure out how YouTube's gonna let me post it. Because I went to the range with my brother-in-law and I filmed. It's not me shooting, it's him. And he's shooting military standards, but I have to do research because yeah, that shit is crazy. I was like, bro, what the fuck do you have me doing?
I know I know that they allow that on YouTube because I've seen videos. I think you have to pose it as educational or something.
Yeah, I will see. But I still have to do some edits because the base's name is in the background. And I'm gonna try to like see if I can get him to redo it with me because he has on his military stuff and I don't want that shown.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't want that shown. But we do have to later discuss this cooking video because somebody keeps asking me and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give in and we're gonna do this. But I'm only gonna clear it for like me, you, V, and Mika.
I can't wait. I can see it. What?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited. And then I have another video where it's me shooting my my crossbow at my brother-in-law's house.
Ooh, I love a good crossbow. Now there ain't nothing like it.
Crossbow. I found a really good one at the. I know hubby hates it. I found a really good one at the pawn shop. Now he won't let me buy firearms from the pawn shop because they don't check them. They don't do like a search on them. They just check them, see if they clean, but they don't trace that what is it? They don't track the serial number.
You also have to be careful with them with Piao Piao's from there because my sister bought one once. It was a 9, and it the spring was messed up in it. And when she was trying to pull it out, I pinched myself and I was like, something's wrong with this because it ain't supposed to be that hard to pull back. You know what I'm saying? Not this hard. Something's wrong with this. And he kept it. And I was like, nah, you should totally take that back because you do have a specific time period where you can do that. I think it's 7 days or 10 days or something with some of that.
Yeah.
But you just have to be real careful. And now our shops down here do run the serial numbers. And they do that down here. They're very precautious of that. They do run it. They do checks with the local departments and all that stuff. But you have to be careful when you're shopping at a pawn shop to make sure they are a bit legit and above board. Some don't. You know what I'm saying? And you end up getting something and then, you know.
So I am definitely like, okay, so I have got a lot of stuff planned for next year. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. Because you know what? Like, I was thinking about it and I'm like, damn, nobody really talks about the safety for women. Like, okay, here's something else. Okay, so look. So one of my besties is he is a police officer, right?
Yeah.
Right. And he was telling me that most women carry pepper spray. Sorry if you hear groans in the background. Bane is asleep by the back door because I'm not going to open it because it's cold outside. He's asleep, and for some reason, when Bane is asleep, he snores like a fucking human. Like
Girl,
a human
I can't
or
hear,
a
but
bear.
mine does the same thing. I got a boxer, and you know she got that smush nose. She
Yeah.
snores so loud, and my
So-
little one done learn how to do it because of her. And yeah,
So I have to take him in because the last time we went to the vet, they did tell me that he was on that borderline for his age of being overweight. So they said that they said he's gonna snore until I bring him back in because they're gonna check his nose. So if you hear snoring, I'm sorry, you guys. Bane is in full on nap mode. Like he is laying, he got his legs up against the goddamn sliding door. Like Bane is comfortable. Like he is sleep.
we can't
But
hear him though. But even if we
okay.
could, it'd still be listen to him.
But yeah, I want to do a video because my bestie told me that most women, they carry pepper spray. We carry them like, you know, on our purse, on our keys, like, you know, on our hip. And he was telling me how dangerous that is. And I'm like, what do you mean it's dangerous? So he showed me this whole video of this lady and she had this pepper spray thing and she was like she would go running and she literally carried it in the, like she had this whole little strap and she carried it in the palm of her hand. And I'm like, well, I don't understand. Why would she carry it in the palm of her hand versus on her belt buckle or on you know, her keys? And he showed the video where this guy seen that she had pepper spray. And then in the amount of time the guy walked up on her and got close to her, baby couldn't even grab it fast enough. I was like, oh, that's why you said it's not safe. Because most of us carry it in our purse and we're not thinking and something happens, you know, we
Gotta
have
be
to
able to get
react
out.
and somebody's already there.
And it has a
then
safety trigger. A lot of them do that
it
you have to
does.
switch. And
'Cause
so
I
you got to
know
think
the-
about that. I always
Yeah.
carry a knife,
Yeah, because
without saying it.
let me
Knife.
tell you, the one time I thought I had to use it, and by the time I grabbed it to use it, the safety was on. I didn't even know.
I like
Didn't
my.
even know.
I like having a you know a stabby
I
stabby that
I
has
prefer
a
to pull out that holster, you know, just real quick.
it has
Real
a,
quick.
a push button on it, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that way, you know, and I usually, here's the thing, I'm gonna tell you something. If you're ever, because I grew up in areas where you have to pay attention to everything around you to the point that you get a situational awareness about yourself. You can feel if somebody's looking at you the wrong way because you're so used to it, right? And you know when somebody looks seedy, you know what I'm saying? Because you're from that area. And I'm telling you, when I notice something like that, I've already got whatever I got pulled and ready. and I wish a mofo would, because they're not going to be able to get 5 seconds on me. I'm already paying attention. So that's the thing about that girl who was running, right? With that situation.
Yeah.
She probably did not have also any situational awareness, because
Very.
if you have that, you can literally feel when somebody's not too far away from you and they're paying attention to you. And before they even realize, you're already prepared. You already got it in your hand. You already got the switch pulled off. You ready to flip around real fast and spray them right in the eye. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta, this is something I am very passionate about with you. And I think, Hazel, you should be the one to do this. For us women, we really,
because you have to keep, you know what? I tell everybody, I have 5 older brothers, and I have a very heavy military presence in my family. I was always taught, you keep your head on a swivel. You don't ever let yourself get comfortable. You keep your head on a swivel unless you're in the company of a man that does it for you. Then you get comfortable. But even then, you're not too comfortable. So it's like, like I have neighbors that go running. If I go jogging or walking, I have a dog. Mainly Bane's big ass, because Bane about 120 pounds now. Bane vicious. I have Bane with me, or I have my older husky with me. Because Thor is intimidating, but Thor's not going to let you walk up on me. And he's trained not to.
see, that's a good thing. A dog can hear something that you can't. They can sense things that you can't. Let's say you're out there and it's not a human that's after you, right? Let's say it's another wild animal or a snake or something like that, right?
I've actually had that incident where me and hubby was walking Thor, and one of my neighbor's dogs got out. And if you're familiar with huskies, depending on the breed, some of them really do look like wolves. Scared the shit out of me. So when Thor, so the dogs are taught when they're in protective mode, especially with me, they're taught to stand in front of me, and they sit at full position and they do not let me move. If I walk forward, they walk forward. Thor had me so back into this parked van, I didn't know what the hell was going on, because Thor seen the dog before I seen the dog.
That's the good thing about having an animal with you, is they can smell and hear, before you even see it, before they see it, they can hear it and they can smell it. I've had my animals literally, that's one thing I love doing when I'm walking through the woods, is having a dog with me, because they can smell it and hear it before you do. They can stop you from stepping on snakes, all kind of other things. Always, also, if you ever walk the woods, bring along a stick with you that you can scrape the ground with, because you never know. Also, if you're walking through the woods and leaves are down, you never know if there's a hole in front of you. There's also a way that you step when you're walking through the woods. I had to teach this to my husband, even though he was in the scouts and all that other stuff. Being down here is different.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. And there's a specific way you step, because there could be an old well there that you don't know about in the woods that somebody had years ago and it got covered up, and so you can't see it now. You always take and have a lead foot, right? One foot, always keep it kind of sideways, if that makes sense. And the other foot you take, which is your lead foot, and you tap in front of you with it, but don't put all your weight down yet. That way you always have something to go back to when you're walking woods. And the stick helps you to, move around. My husband does use these, and I started using them. I like them. The Nordic walking sticks, or the ones they use for mountain climbing, the 2 sticks. I started using those in the woods because I like using them to, kind of tap in front of me, because that will help you in the woods. Because here's the thing, not all snakes make noises before you know it, even rattles. They don't always rattle first, and they can strike at any moment, and they can strike 10 times their body length. So you got to have situational awareness, not just in a city setting to protect yourself, in the woods, anywhere you go. It's the attention to detail, like you were saying about women protecting ourselves, right? In a city setting, you got to make sure that you pay attention to everything in your surrounding. If you get that, because see, where I grew up, you could get robbed easy, right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of neighborhood I grew up in. It was a bad neighborhood, but I loved the people in it, but it was a bad neighborhood, right? So I got to a point to where I could feel if somebody was behind me and how far they were. And I could almost tell you without absolutely looking where somebody was standing, because the situational awareness became that. And if somebody gets too close, you can get within 10 feet of me and I know you're there. And trust me, I do know you're there, because I'm not only hearing, seeing, feeling, because you can
You're
feel
probably
it.
counting your steps.
Yeah, and you can
That's how I
literally
was
hear
taught.
it. And even when it's real loud with other things, it's something about, it's just, I can't really explain. It's like a feeling. Like you can feel when somebody's like just looking at you from afar. They could be across the street and you can feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, girl. Hell yeah. I got
Being a
fucking
woman walking,
yeah.
like going down to the country, like going down to the store on the corner, you had to be able to know where every person was, how far, and it even gets down to a point that you know how long it's going to take them to reach you if they try to. Yeah, so it comes down to not just learning how to protect yourself, but learning situational awareness, because you're not paying attention to your surroundings. Even with that pew pew, even if it's in a purse, you're not going to be able to reach it in time before they grab you.
And that is, and you know what, that is exactly why, like, you know what, I didn't understand why my dad and my grandfather and my oldest two brothers were so adamant about me having a holster. I have a holster that basically wraps around my waist and it goes under my clothes. And I was like, why do you guys want me to have this? I don't understand, because I was one of those women that's like, oh well, yeah, I'm fine. It's in my purse. And my dad was like, no, that's not good enough. Like, that's too far. You need to have it like right where you can reach. So I went through the whole, you know what I am. I'm gonna talk to hubby and my brother-in-law. And then hubby has a friend that actually teaches the classes. And I think I'm gonna figure out, and I think that's what I'm gonna do next year. I'm gonna have like videos where I just record myself at the safety classes so I can use his friend's little like moniker and copyright thing so I can teach women, because I have friends that carry firearms that are so careless and they don't even understand they're being careless.
It's a good thing to learn, and a lot of women should learn it, and you should train not just with the fact of being able to shoot the pew pew, but you should also train how to get it out of your holster faster, how long it takes you to do these things, because and trying to do them as quickly as possible. You don't just need to train to learn how to, you do need to know that you know how to, load it correctly, pew pew it correctly, pull it back, all those things, right? But you also need to learn how to pull it out of the holster, use it correctly, put it off safety quicker. Do not put your finger on the trigger unless you're ready to pull it. So there's a specific way you hold it.
And how to hold it properly. If you are showing somebody your gun, you do not point your gun at the person. You point down to the ground when you hand it to them. It is so, Charlie, you have to do this with me. This is gonna be so
Girl,
fun.
you know I know
And
about
then
my
also-
pew-pews. I had to,
and then also I want to show people how to shoot 12 gauge and 14 gauge because I have two upstairs.
I got
I'm
a
so
20
excited.
gauge and I got a 12 gauge pump. I've got a 22 rifle, 20. We have a 22 long barrel Winchester. You ever seen the Winchester?
Yes, I just got a 17. So
and then my mom's got a 357. And then or no, it's a 38. It's a little 38. I want a 357. That's what I want.
Oh, and then also I signed up for auction. Fingers crossed, because it's for the charities holidays. Somebody is auctioning off 2 gold Desert Eagles, and I want them.
Ooh, them gonna be nice. I hope you get them, girl, just so I can come visit you and play with them.
Not for you. Wait, I have already sent out a mass text message. These guns are not to be used. These are for shows. They're going to be mounted in my office. And then
Girl,
I
you need to get
also
one of
have
those
to
light boxes. You know what I'm talking about?
I was just gonna tell
Mm.
you, I have to send you this link. Somebody gifted my brother-in-law a gift when he retired, and it's one of those boxes where he literally goes up to it, puts his finger, and the whole thing just opens up. I was like, bro, let me get one. Bro, let me get one. Because I would have one in every room in the house. Let me get one though. But I also it's a company. I don't know if they're based in the Carolinas where they make stuff for your house and it's customized for your firearms.
Ooh.
It's basically where like it's like it's like they're hidden in plain sight because I want this bookshelf and this desk they have only because it can hold my 12 and 14 gauge. And I think those two should be held downstairs, but I can't use my rack because that's uncomfortable to go to somebody's house and you go in their dining room or wherever it is downstairs and you see a 12 or 14 gauge. That will make me a tad bit uncomfortable. Like, bitch, why do you have that out right now? So hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get an appointment with them. And then I'll probably like try to record it, maybe do a short out of it.
That would be good.
Because I really do want this bookshelf built downstairs.
I'm gonna say this now. I do not have, a lot of people have cabinets and like that. I do not. My dad keeps his in his closet. I keep mine in mine, and I do have a lock on my closet. But see, down here we're taught.
I have a safe.
We don't have a safe, but we're going to get one. But we're taught down here you don't play around, and you don't F around to find out. I've been around Piao Piao since I was knee high to a grasshopper, and not once did I ever try to play one or touch one because I knew. There's a difference between a toy one and a real one. And my daddy taught me real young, you don't play with them. And I think also another thing for you is to teaching people how to shoot a shotgun because there's a way that you have to hold it. Same thing with a high-powered rifle, right? To where you don't, because I know a lot of these people who don't know nothing about shotguns, they're going to mess up their shoulder the way they try to hold it. They really are.
They are going to break that scapula bone. It's going to slide so perfectly because they're not holding it right. And this for me, like I had to realize the way that I thought I was going to shoot that 12 gauge and 14 gauge, and when I fired it, I said, oh hell no, this is not right. So I had to literally be taught how to properly carry it, and then. I'm short. I have little arms. It's like, damn, bro. Like, I don't want to shoot this. But if I do, I'm not open. I literally tell everybody, if I go upstairs and get Aunt Lucille and Aunt Mary, I'm not opening anything. I'm shooting through the door and I'm shooting through the window. Because there's too much room. Because it takes too much effort to properly hold it correctly to shoot you. I'm just going through it. Like, no, I'm not going to waste time. Just go straight through it.
And yeah, because here's the thing. My dad, I have the short arm. Us being women, it is harder to do shotguns, to load them, unless it's a 20, because a 20 you just put the shell in and pop it. But a pump is a little bit different. And I want one of those ones that have the barrel drum on it, but that's side the point. I've been wanting one of those for years.
You out here trying to freaking redesign guns and stuff, Charlie. Come on now, girl.
But the 12 gauge pump, it took me a minute. Now ours is almost not quite semi, automatic, but almost. After that first pop, you don't, it pretty much it's pretty bad at the moment. Like you can real fast do it if that makes sense. It's real good. We have a full choke on it and everything, because that's another people don't know about. They don't know about modified chokes, full chokes, all those things. There's so much to learn if you don't know. There's so much to learn about Piao Piaos. We have a full choke on ours, so you can see. I don't know if you know this. You know that depending on the choke of the shotgun depends on what kind of whether you can shoot birdshot or slugs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people don't know that. They don't know if they have a modified choke or whatever they have on their gun, and whether or not they can shoot slugs, birdshot, or vice versa. And they be done put a slug in there and not realizing it's not going to
Fucked
go through the
everything
barrel
up.
correctly.
The ones that we have, we have two. I could put, what is that I have upstairs? I could put a regular slug in them, or I could put the deer pellet in them. And
Yeah,
I
the
think,
bird shot.
yeah, and I think hubby has that for safety precaution because, as he puts it, they're only. Well, what did he tell me? He told me that we're only supposed to use them for a warning shot. That we're not supposed to use them for the actual "you finna go see glory" shot. We're supposed to use them for a warning shot, and that's why we have the two different pellets. And he loads them. But I do know if I grab one of my hand ones, he tells me all the times, you shoot to send to glory. There's three points that I have to hit. And when we go shooting, he makes sure 2 to the body, 1 to the head. And every time we go, he wants to see me hit it. So I'm like, all right, cool. But like I tell everybody, we also, babe, stop.
I agree with the same thing, Miss Newbie. My daddy taught me anything around you can be a weapon, anything and everything, whether it be a window, the ground, a rock, it don't matter. It don't matter what it is. If I have to slam you against a car or a building, it don't matter. My kneecaps, whatever is around me at that moment. My daddy taught me everything is a weapon.
Like tell everybody, it's my parents have 12 children. The girls are significantly outnumbered by the boys. I am very strong where I shouldn't be. Where you like, oh yeah, Hazel's small. No. Hazel's small, but Hazel could choke you out with her legs. Don't play with me. But I was also taught, when you come to owning a house, you have to. My daddy taught me you have to have multiple layers of security just in case. I have cameras, I have dogs, and if worst come to worst, I'm gonna put that thumbprint and I'm gonna start opening cases. I want to say I am very few of my friends that I have no problem being home alone because it's like because to me, if you come in my house and you're not welcomed, baby, it's the purge. I've been waiting for this. You know how
That's what they don't know. You sound just like a Southerner when you say that, because us Southerners are always like, we wish a mother would. Ask anybody from the South. We always wishing it would.
Do you know how many trick cabinets, trick cases, trick bookshelves? I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting to see how this machete finna cut. Come on. Oh, I still have to show you guys. I don't know if someone get me flagged, but I still got to show you guys. Remember how I said my mother-in-law got me the knife set from Ghana? I still got to show you. You know what? I can post it. I just won't take the cover off the blade.
Yeah. That's a way you could do it. And then
what I
you
would
could
do.
totally send me the picture of it with the blade off so I could see it.
Oh, baby. She brought that. She came and it was wrapped real funky. I was like, what the fuck is this? And she pulled him out. I was like, oh my God. Yes. This is what I'm talking about. Because for some reason, South Carolina will not let me order my goddamn katana blades. I'm so fucking mad about that shit. I bought the stand, but it won't let them ship the damn swords to me.
Now, something you may be interested down here that we have. We have a gun and knife show that you can literally buy from, right?
Ooh, sounds fun. But
Yeah.
wait, hold on. But can I drive across state lines? Because South Carolina be on bullshit. They be on bullshit. I might gotta look into that.
I don't know about the state lines, but in Tupelo they have a thing. It's called the Gun and Knife Show, and it is a. When I say it is a big old thing, we have something called the furniture market, right? It's just these big metal buildings where they set up a bunch of different people from all over. They come from all over. I'm pretty sure you probably can transport us across state lines, because I know people come down here just for it, if that makes sense. Like, it's a huge thing. It's not just for locals. Like, people come from Tennessee, Alabama, all over during when we have these events just to be able to buy stuff, because it's like a flea market for guns and knives, pretty much. But it's like dealers come down here to sell, and it's like huge. I'm talking about an entire building full. It's amazing. It's awesome.
Okay. Okay. So I see advertisement for stuff like that here. We just didn't go because we just go on base.
Then
And it's crazy.
that's where you need to go. You need to go check that. When they have that,
Okay,
it's
I'ma
usually
go.
like in these little country areas, it's usually like only sometimes they don't charge at all for a door price, but sometimes it's like $5 or $10. Now, you have to be over the age of 21 a lot of the times. So I don't know if your kids will be up. Well, most of your kids are grown, aren't they?
Except my twins, but I don't know. I'm not putting anything in their arm. No, I'm not putting anything. We already tried that, and they're letting what YouTube and these rap songs take over. And I say, and when I seen that the last time we were shooting, and I seen that, I say, yeah. I told them flat out. I said, yeah, y'all not carrying nothing. Y'all can't carry nothing because you don't understand what you're carrying. Like, kid you not, we're literally at the range with the instructor, getting practice in, and these fools are over in the corner with ski masks, rapping Pooh Shiesty. I said, yeah, go in the lounge. Y'all not shooting today, go in the lounge. Because I don't know what y'all thought this was, but it ain't that.
But yeah, no, if you look in that normal area that you were talking about where they said they had that, go to it. It's like a giant flea market for that. And you might be able to find some, like your katana that you want. You might be able to find some really cool pow-pows, like something you can't normally get, because they bring in stuff that you
would
can't
work out
normally get.
perfect. That would work out if I could buy the katana in person and not have to go through all the shipping and the laws and stuff. Because I know when my oldest was in Japan, he was trying to send me a katana, and he was like, "Ma, I can't send it to you because of state laws and stuff." And I'm like, "Boy, I don't want to hear that shit. Sit my damn sword. What you mean?" But then we looked at it and we was like, "Yeah, he couldn't ship it to me." Now, if he would have had it and then had it in his stuff when he came back to the States, then I would have been able to get it, and I just would have drove to base with no problem. But other than that, he couldn't. They said no.
That's why I say, look for those local gun and knife shows when you have them. It's usually like $5 or $10 to get in if they charge a cover price at all. Some places do, depending, because it helps keep the buildings open when they do those. If it's an outdoor one, sometimes it's completely free. Or if it's like, something they do occasionally at this one place, it's usually free to get in. But I mean, if it is a little charge, it's worth the charge because of what you're going to get. Yeah.
They probably have it at the So for me, we don't. So where I am on the state line, we don't have what is it? We don't have a convention center. So I would have to travel to Charlotte, which is not that. Charlotte's like 15 minutes down the freeway. It ain't even that bad. So most likely it will be at the Charlotte Convention Center. I know they won't have them at Spectrums where the basketball team plays because that just won't work. But they'll have them at the older Coliseum. Of course I'm going.
Hey, Miss Parker. Every time I see her, I have to say that. And every time I see her in chat, she doesn't know. But I say that in my head every time. I love her name. She knows it. But every time I see it, I go, Miss Parker. I think of Friday every time I hear her name. And every time I think of that part where Bernie Mac's running across the street saying, Miss Parker. Every time. Never fails. But yeah, I am fixing to get off for a minute. I got to go clean up a little bit. My father-in-law may come in the house. Just make sure everything looks good. Check the kitchen sink. My house is clean, but I'm OCD.
Yeah, I know definitely how that feels. I am preparing now for my oldest son's birthday get together. Even though we're just literally meeting at the house and then leaving, doesn't matter. The house has to be clean because people are coming in the house.
Spotless when they walk in.
It has to be clean.
And especially because I got animals, right? I have to go make sure they didn't make no messes, make sure their toys are picked up, make sure everything looks good. So, because even if you keep your house clean, you got animals, they're going to make little messes, and you have to make sure that it's cleaned up. And maybe you didn't know they puked in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't never know about animals. So I check everything. And when I say I check everything, like you could literally lick my floor if you wanted to. And even though I would never tell you to do that because people still walk on it, even if it's clean. But, that's just my OCD in me. And I can't help myself. I do that every time I do a walkthrough check just to make sure, because when you have children, you know this as well as I do, Ms. Hayes. When you have kids and when you have puppies and animals, you could have just cleaned the house and then somebody put something in the sink you didn't know about. And then it makes you feel like your house is dirty and it's not. And you're like, I'm so upset.
It would drive me crazy. Okay, boo, but go ahead and do what you need to do, and I will talk to you later.
Thank you, boo, and I'll talk to you later.
No problem. Love you, Charlie girl.
Love you, girl. I want you all on today's day have a beautiful day. Thank you, the Miss O, for coming up. Thank you, Miss Hazel. Thank you to everybody in the chat who participated today, and I hope you all have a beautiful and amazing day on all days, not just today. And make sure you please take your medications for today. Do not forget your medications and take care of yourself and self-care. Okay? Love you all, my beautiful angels. God has smiled down upon me, in my opinion, to bless me with you. Thank you for being here, and I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all. Bye, Miss Sophia. Bye, y'all.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm repping my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the TUPELO. I'm ripping my hood to the day that I go from the TUPELO. I'm ripping my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the TUPELO. I'm ripping my hood to the day that I go.
I'm from the west side, we don't need no introduction, this was the best ride. We all big boy rolling and holding, come take a test drive. Hilldale, Evergreen, Glenkirk, Outer Street, bending every corner on the west, and that's where I'll be. Sunroof back, checking seat banging down 1800, chunking up the deuce to my post slanging down on 1800. Show no love to the ladies that's training around on 1800, making time stand still, crystalline swinging down on 1800. Watching out for them knuckleheads that be stanging around on 1800. Big rims and low pros be blanging around on 1800. Better completely change the way you're thinking about around 1800. Really hate to see boys get left slanking around 1800. Out of street got some history, just let Kevin C lay it out. If I don't finish it all on this one, let the second verse play it out. Remember the blue apartments from OG standing back there by 60 deep. Bull walking, car blue, a big Anthony Hughes and P.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm ripping my